Doing the thing.
Hey everybody, how's it going? John Anthony, Chairshot Sports, a Sport Court affiliate as always, powered by Zoa Energy. Welcome in to our AEW Double or Nothing prediction show. A little early, obviously, as we always are. I'm John Anthony, the $1 Million Man, you all know. Always joined by my partner in crime, Princess Skywalker, Jesse B. Jesse, how's it going on this Saturday?
Pretty good. Hoping that it doesn't hail on my garden.
Oh, that's right. Jesse's found a green thumb in this spring, summer weather. So,
yep.
She's putting jalapenos on sticks.
And his name's Jose.
That's so original.
Yep. My jalapeno plant is Jose Jalapeno on a stick.
On a stick? Wow.
Yeah. On a stick.
You remember, we're live on YouTube. Careful what you say. Jeff Dunham's going to want you to write.
Thank you, Jeff Dunham.
You're going to have to, I was just thank you. I was saying, give someone credit. You have to write a check. Say thank you.
Thank you, Jeff Dunham, for that. I appreciate you.
Awesome. Cool. Awesome.
I got Collision on in the background.
That's fine. That's okay.
I had to go find the spoilers because there's a match added.
Oh, is there?
There's a match added, and the Hurt Syndicate's opponents were decided. So I went and found the spoilers so that we had those matches.
I know who it is.
Yeah.
Everyone knows.
Yeah. Well, it's obvious who it was going to be, but the match hasn't happened yet.
Hello? I was going to say, it's not the crew. Hello?
Definitely.
Hello?
Hopefully they left their Bowser jackets at home.
Crying. Stampede in the house. What's going on, Stampede? Our resident encyclopedia and historian in all things wrestling. Thank you for joining us. What's going on? Chris Killer, thank you for joining in, jumping in a little early. So thank you, everybody who's joining a little early. Obviously, me and Jesse are getting the party started a little bit before 8:30. Waiting for my boy, fellow masshole from the Mob Squad pod, my boy Mike, and Aaron from Aaron Loves Wrestling as well is going to be joining us, a newcomer to Chairshot Sports in the prediction show realm. And a gent I've met online and talked to for a while now on X, wants to be anonymous. So it's Mr. Anonymous from the AEW blog. I will bring him on a little bit if he's able to. He's got some stuff going on at his house. But there's a big time difference from where we already are. So I'm 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For my man AEW blog, it's 1:00 in the morning. So little bit of a difference. But he will jump in and give his thoughts when I bring him in a minute. But I'm just waiting until Aaron jumps in, then we'll bring the other folks in and we'll get this party started. So I'm not gonna lie to you. This card isn't the typical Double or Nothing I'm used to. I'm not saying I need 17 matches. I'm up till 2 a.m, but I didn't expect a WWE S five match card. I was like, oh, okay. I mean,
well, there's 6 because there is one added.
What's the 6th one?
Nigel and Daniel Garcia versus FTR.
Okay, I have 5 with that included. So apparently I'm missing one. Apparently I missed it. I literally looked it up today on Wikipedia just to make sure I wasn't missing any. Timeless Tony, Mina, Hurt Syndicate, Sons of Texas, Jamie Hayter, Mercedes, Adam Page, Will Ospreay, FTR, Daniel Garcia. What's the 6th? Anarchy
in the Arena.
Oh, I didn't write that down. Technically, it's not official yet. So,
Birdie told me otherwise, but it's okay.
Okay, if you didn't think it wasn't going to happen, that's a little weird.
No, I knew it was going to happen.
Come on, like you didn't need someone there to tell you it was going to happen.
I just know that it is happening.
The Elite Death Riders. What is that? Omega, Swerve.
The Ops.
And the Ops. Jesus Christ. The Ops. Fucking Ops. So instead of an AEW title match, we get Anarchy in the Arena. Okay. Awesome. All right. Well, looks like everybody's here looking to have a good time. So, like I said, obviously, you know me. I'm John Anthony. You know Jesse B. You know this next gent. He's been on a couple times for some of our prediction shows. Fellow masshole from the Mob Squad Pod, my boy Mike Norton. Mike, what's going on, baby?
What's going on, my brother? Happy to be here. How y'all going? How's it going for y'all today?
Good, man. Good. I'm got out of work, ran here, man, grabbed a cold beverage. I said, let's go. Let's do it. Wrestling never sleeps, man.
Pretty much the same thing I'm on. No lies.
Oh, man.
I heard you about saying this is a unbelievably short, small card.
Yeah.
I feel like Tony's going to drop 5 more on us, like within the next few
Yo,
days.
for real. We're going to talk about tonight, Wednesday. Obviously, there's 4 more. Like, wait, what? The TNA, the TNT. They'll be doing like the trios, Ring of Honor. Come on, man. Stuff.
It will be. It's coming. It's coming for sure.
We have to do a quick one then next week before the show.
Yeah.
Awesome. So I did say we have a newcomer here. I'm always looking across X. A lot of moots that I've had since day one-ish. A lot of people like to bring on board new folks.
Yep.
Me and this gent talk a lot of wrestling, AEW, mostly AEW and WWE.
Yep.
My boy from Aaron loves wrestling. Aaron, what's going on, man?
What's going on, everyone? How y'all doing?
Doing good, man. Pleasure to have you on. This is Jesse B. This is Mike.
What's going on? I'm real familiar
I know
with Mike.
Aaron. I'm familiar with him.
I was gonna say you guys know each other.
Yep, I listen to their elite podcast. All elite podcasts. Yeah, I listen to that.
Like you guys, I think Aaron, you came in a little bit while I was talking about it. So this gent, we've talked also go back and forth. You guys might know who he is. Likes to remain anonymous. It's been a long day. Doesn't show his face, anything like that, but want to be part of the pod. Has a lot of great takes on X. From AEW Blog, I get Mr. Anonymous, man. Are you on right now?
I'm here, bro. Can you hear me?
Oh, we can hear you, baby. Welcome in. I think this is the best gimmick. We were talking about this. He's like, I don't know, man. I'm like, no. You're going to be anonymous, and I love this. I feel like this is like I'm talking to the Raw.
I thought I was going to meet and see the face behind the page.
No, we don't want it. I love it.
Yeah, keep it behind a PC, man. Blacked out.
Do it, baby. I love it. I told him
like
this
Batman.
is it's like the Raw GM. I love this.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
the Raw GM.
We just need the computer with the little ding.
Yeah, the next time we do this, you got to come up with a background and do exactly, just like a little computer, just like someone typing like this.
When you're ready to talk, make a little email
I
notification. You got mail.
I do have a lucha mask, but
that's up to you. Listen, I'm cool with the black screen. I told you, I love it. I think it's awesome. You're not gonna hear a complaint out of me, man. You do this, and this is awesome. I love it because people are gonna be. I'm waiting for the comments. Who is it? I don't know. I honestly don't know.
I don't know.
Reveal.
He must remain anonymous.
That's it, baby. I love it. Everyone loves a little mystery. Awesome. So I think we alluded to a little bit. We're just jump right into it. Obviously, for those of you that don't know, I just kind of run through the card. No really particular order. Obviously, kind of at the bottom, work our way to the top matches. I'll give a little synopsis. I'll give my little quick pick, and then we kind of kick it. I kick it out to you guys, and we just go where the conversation goes. Don't be afraid to say whatever you want to say. There's no time limit. I'm not sitting you without the clock. So say what you want to say. Someone else, you have a counterpoint, bring it up. Feel free. This is all about being interactive. I'll bring up comments when I see them if they're relevant. And yeah, those are the rules of the game, and the points don't matter. And yeah, cool. So let's go. Awesome. We'll start with FTR, obviously with Stokely taking on Daniel Garcia and Nigel McGuinness in a tag team match. I think this match is going to be good. It's going to be a good match between the two. I love heel FTR, especially with Stokely. Anytime he's was a heel manager with him, it's going to be great. With Uber face Garcia and white bread McGuinness. Unfortunately, it depends on where this match starts. I think if it's the first one, I'm like, oh, maybe McGuinness gets good. They go over here, feel good. Everyone gets ramped up. They're feeling good. But at the end of the day, I think this is just kind of there's probably nefarious tactics involved. Maybe someone gets involved. I don't know. But I think FTR goes over here. It just furthers their storyline. No real reason for Nigel to win it. Obviously everyone wants to see him back in the ring. And Garcia, obviously, little no man's land hanging out. But FTR, I think, goes over here. I think they get the win here. It furthers the heel storyline. I'm going over some uber faces at Double or Nothing. So, Mike, I'm going to start with you. What are your thoughts on the match?
I'm gonna agree with you that FTR go over here. I'm gonna throw a wrench in it. I think Danny turns on Nigel and ends up with FTR.
Ooh.
Best way to put super heat on him. I mean, it's Nigel. But that would probably be my prediction. But I think FTR goes over here for sure.
Nice. All right, we got 2 on the FTR. Aaron, what are your thoughts on the match and who comes out on top?
I agree with that with FTR, and just like Stampede said, I really do think we'll see a returning Adam Copeland, or maybe he'll be named Edge because the rights are up for grabs. I read online, so maybe he'll go back to being Edge if that's true. If it's true,
So I read they did expire, and then someone put something back up. Whether I don't know if it was legit, but that they did go back and grab it again. And I was like, no way.
Yeah, of course, typical WWE.
Right now would just be left.
I mean, Vince would do that. I don't like TKO really gives that too many hoots about it, but I mean, maybe I don't know. But that's so WWE. Psych!
Oh yeah, it is. But yeah, I pick FTR, and I think we'll see Adam and Christian back together, and it'll be at All in Texas. FTR and Adam and Christian.
Nice.
Yes.
I think we're going to see eventually Christian leave the family, and it'll be Nick Wayne versus Christian for the Ring of Honor TV title. Nick Wayne will win, and loser leaves the family, and then we'll see him gradually get with Edge, Adam Copeland, and then we'll see the match FTR and Cope and Christian, if that's what they're going to be called now.
Yeah, right. I like that though. I think it'll be good. Stampede did just back me up on that. They did grab it back.
Dang it.
Yeah.
Left it for 3 minutes.
Ari was like, "Psych, give me that."
Yep.
Kidding.
I guess he could still be the legend.
Yeah. The
The
legend.
legend of I'm dead. Mr. Anonymous, your thoughts on the match?
To be honest, FTR as a heel is great, love it. But I kind of want Nigel to win. But in regards to Adam Copeland coming back, I don't know if he's sort of fit or ready to come back yet. But I think it's too soon for them to sort of like have Christian and Adam together. Because there's nothing being sort of like teased or nothing sort of being played out for them to sort of like, get together. I think they need to work on that. So it's got to be special, right? It's the last run together. It's got to feel special. It's got to mean something. It's pointless to just have them teaming up just for the sake of, the fans love it. Let's do this. Let's push, do it as soon as possible. I think it takes time for these things to work and for the fans to get behind it. The story between Nick Wayne and sort of Cage is interesting. The tease of breaking up and, moving away from the group is interesting too. But where does Luchasaurus stand? We haven't heard from him. We have apparently he's sort of ready to come back. So what's happening with him? Yeah, kill switch. But for the prediction, I would say probably FTR will win, but it would be nice for Nigel to sort of like get a win. I wouldn't even be mad I know I kind of like Bryan Danielson to return for the Anarchy match and cause a scene, but I would also like to see Bryan sort of return and have a go at like FTR and, side with Nigel. So maybe at Texas we get, or the pay-per-view after we get Nigel and Daniel final sort of, teaming up type of thing. That would be interesting as well. But yeah, I'll go with FTR because I think that's obvious where we're going. But it would be nice to see Nigel and Garcia win.
I agree with that too. No, I would like to see, again, it was such a good feel. Nigel with such a huge pop on getting that win. And obviously Deanna Garcia is such a big fan favorite. So them winning I wouldn't be mad about it either way. But I think FTR, I think we know is they kind of further their line and kind of get that much more heat on them. So Jesse B, what are your thoughts?
So I'm going to go the total opposite of everybody else. And I'm going to say that Nigel and Daniel win this match. And I'm going to say it's due to Cope's interference. Cope's going to come back, get his revenge against FTR, and he's going to cause Daniel and Nigel to win this match.
Oh, okay.
I like that too. I wouldn't be mad at that either.
Yeah, me either. I like that. It's good. Good counterpoint, Jesse. Awesome. So Jesse's on the island with Garcia and McGinnis.
Swinging alone. I respect it.
I love it. I love when they're on that island because then that victory lap is just so much sweeter when you all get back together. Awesome. All right. So again, I don't know where these gonna open or where they're gonna end, where it's gonna end up. But if it does open again, Face is going over there. The place is gonna go nuts. They're gonna love that. Feel good, and here we go into the whole rest of the pay-per-view. Timeless Tony Storm and Mina going head to head for the AEW Women's Championship. I think we can all. I guess maybe it's just me. We can assume Tony's going to win this match. I think it's how she's going to win this match.
I got a bold prediction about this.
I want to say the first name that popped into my head is Mariah May. But where is she? We don't know what that is right now. Maybe it's all a facade on social. We don't know. Is she whatever's going to happen? Her coming back, I think, would shock a lot of people, and I think that's the shock and all that they want. Mercedes could also get involved too. Who knows? I don't know. Again, where placement is, I don't know. Maybe she gets, you know what I mean? Maybe the Owen Women's is before that. I mean, this match should be one of the headliners. It won't, the men's will probably be the one that'll be the main event. But I have Tony walking out of there, obviously the champion, but there's definitely going to be someone getting their hands in there. If I got to put my money on someone, it's got to be Mariah May. It has to be. There's too much callback to that for her not to get involved and be so compelled between the two. Awesome. Well, that's my pick. Jesse, we ended with you. What was that?
I said I like Jesse's dog. I'm a dog person.
That's Tank. That's the sports mascot.
That's Tank.
I let Jesse give her prediction.
He doesn't believe me, but he hears me on the
He
screen.
had to come say hello.
Big boy.
You see, he heard that, right? He was like, "Let me just address
That's
the
my
room."
boy.
He is huge.
Here's my girl.
Oh,
Yeah.
mentioned the dog.
This is Luna.
Luna said, "Hold on, there ain't one dog. We both."
Yeah. Wait,
Right. Luna's like, oh no, there's two of us. There's not
now
just
they hear
one
new
of us.
voices.
There's
Wait a
two.
minute. Hold on. Tank who? No.
my dog's name is Luna as well.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
she's
she's a
Luna.
I love it.
They're both German Shepherds.
Jesse, I'll run it back to you. Your thoughts on the women's match? Who's walking out champion? How's it going down?
When I was writing down my predictions, my first thought was Mariah May too, coming back and getting involved in this match, and just kind of totally swerving everybody and actually re-signing with AEW. But I still think Tony Storm wins. I don't think that they're going to have Mina come in and win the AEW Women's Championship off of Tony Storm right like that a week after signing. I just don't see that happening. That just seems too WWE. Sorry to say it, but it just seems too WWE.
I don't know. A lot of their signees are taking some L's right now, so I don't know about that. But
so I'm gonna definitely go with Tony Storm taking this match.
Okay, awesome, cool. Two for Tony. Awesome. Aaron, what are your thoughts?
I'm also going with Tony, and I really do believe Mariah May will return. And not to say that she resigns, because I think she still has a couple months on this contract. But, I mean, maybe. I mean, she stated that her dreams had been to go to WWE. But if the money is right, and Tony Khan has the money, then maybe she'll stay. And then we'll see her another year or two. But I think Tony Storm will win, and I really do believe it's going to set up at AEW All in Texas, Hayter versus Storm for the Women's Championship.
Yeah. See, you gave away the next pick, but yes, I'm with that. Yes, all day, baby. All right, cool. So that's three for the T. Mike, what's going on? How say you?
I think all of you bring up Jumanji's jumping around. Interesting things. First thing, the Mariah May topic is super interesting because if you notice, she's been posting pictures of that AEW women's title for like a week now. It's like a daily thing. You could take that as like a goodbye. You could also take that as if she pops up, she's letting you know she wants her title back. I believe if we see her, she resigned. I don't even think they'd waste their time bringing her back out in a segment this big over the title again if she's not re-signed. So I just say if they're in the room negotiating, for her to be running out at this pay-per-view, she has to sign the contract first. So if we see her, I would say she's there. She's there for the long haul. With that being said, no way Mina wins, regardless what happens there.
Ain't no way.
No, like even and I would love to see Mina win this. I would have.
I wouldn't be mad at all.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Mina. I just have a funny feeling that if Mariah May did appear, Mina's the one she's gonna cost. And I mean, we'll probably inevitably get the Tony Mariah again. Especially if she re-signed. If she re-signed it for big money, she's not going to the bottom of the card. So I would assume she's gonna be right back at the top of the card. But with that being said, I'm just gonna go with everybody else's pick. I think it's the easy and obvious pick. I do believe there'll be some sort of shenanigans, whether it be Mariah May. It's kind of, I guess, time will tell. But Tony walks away still the champ.
Awesome. All right, so that's 4 for 4. Stampede lets us know, until August is when her contract is going till. So she'll be out in August. So she still has a couple months, but I totally agree. TK is not one to let you go on TV. If you're not coming back, you're not coming back. You're gonna ride that bench. You're gonna ride the car. You're gonna wait till that contract runs out.
I've seen it many times before.
Yeah, you seen everybody was questioning Willow why she on TV is because she was ready to resign. Yeah, right after that, it was like, yeah, Willow re-signed her contract. I think it's one of those things where they tell him, I'm signing. Like, just get the contract ready. He's going to leave you on TV. If it's up in the air and he has any idea that you could backdoor him, you're not getting a pay-per-view spot right now.
Nope.
Which is a smart move. Smart move.
Very smart. Very smart.
Yeah.
I do give him that. The way he does that's like, listen, I'm not gonna have any kind of WWE things where you go out like you're going out on your sword pretty much. Like, no. You're not here to play? Nah, get out of here, bro. You
drop the AEW women's title in a trash can on WWE TV.
That's it. enjoy the sandwiches and the catering. Enjoy them.
Exactly.
Awesome. Last but certainly not least, Mr. Anonymous, your thoughts on the match? Who's walking away with the AEW Women's Champion?
So just a couple of things. I mean, I totally agree with everyone saying that, if you're not signed, you're not going to be on TV. But they did that with Jade Cargill as well. They knew she was going, but they still showed her some love and, gave her a big match at the end and all that stuff. So maybe that could also be something they'll do for Mariah if she does actually leave. Because I don't think she's done anything negative for her to sort of not get a goodbye match, right? But anyway, despite all that, I've got a bold prediction. I think there's two things. So in the two ladies matches, I think just random thought that popped into my head the other day. If you're going to debut Tekla or however you pronounce her name,
Tekla, yep.
I think she would be great to sort of jump in and cost Mercedes the match. Make Jamie win, right? Jamie deserves it. She's been there for a while. Make Jamie win. And then sort of Mariah comes and costs Mina the match rather than Tony, because she can then sort of like come on Dynamite and say, look, I've signed a contract, I'm back, and if anyone's going to beat Tony, it's going to be me. Exactly. Type of thing like that, to start a feud with Mina a little bit until obviously they're ready to sort of pull the trigger and put them both on pay-per-view, Tony versus Mariah type of thing. And yeah, that's my prediction. I think Tony's going to win. I'd like to see Jamie win because I think she deserves it now. She's come back and it kind of feels like they've just been feeding her crumbs. And she's one of the best in the sort of division, so she definitely deserves the win. But yeah, that's my prediction. Just random thoughts that popped into my head that I thought, it would be cool if they do it this way. They might not do it, obviously, but it would be cool if they actually did something like that.
I feel like some of us who watch enough of the product on both sides, if we ever got the pen or pencil in our hand, we could write a damn good storyline. And any of us in this room right now can at least get a good 3 months out of something. Like before someone.
Absolutely. I'll give you. We could all give you one great segment. I bet on that.
Absolutely, man.
Just tell me to write one. You write one. She could write. Everybody write one. I guarantee we'll all come up with one good one right now.
John, also to let you know, you missed one match. It's Ricochet and Mark Briscoe stretcher match. So just add that to your list because that's going to be. We can talk about that.
I did see.
Yep, that got announced earlier.
So that's 7 matches.
I didn't see that one.
I think they got announced before Collision. Michael Nix.
So now we only got 3 more, and then like 2 or 3 more 0-hour matches to go.
Dude, stop it! Stop. I saw this start and went, "Oh, no!" I was like, "I'm good. I'm in bed by 10:30, 11. Okay, I got to do the post show." Nope.
Bro, it's AEW. There's never going to be a 5-card pay-per-view. Come on now.
Never.
I would like to add though.
Only recently they've started to do 3 for 0 hours. You know, usually it used to
0 hours like 3 hours long. It was like, oh my god, bro.
I remember one of the 0 hours had like 5 matches on there, and I was thinking, wow, this is 0
Was that Revolution? I think that was Revolution.
That was
it Revolution? I'm not sure if it was last year or whether it was 2022, but it was like 5 matches for 0 hours.
It might have been the Revolution with Sting. That might have been the one where they just jacked
up. I enjoyed it.
And didn't they do it with Dynasty?
I did too.
This year?
To be honest, I love AEW pay-per-view, so I don't really care how many matches we get. Yeah, pretty much.
Listen,
I would like to add though,
give me the matches, dude. I don't care.
What Blog said about the Mariah May thing when she comes back, she's the one going after Tony. I wonder if that could lead to a triple threat match at All In with Hayter or Monet with Tony Storm for the title.
Ooh.
And adding Mariah May to it.
I mean,
if they do something like that, I don't know how they would make it make sense, right? Because if, for example, someone costs Monet the match and Jamie wins, then that's it. Like, you've lost that match. She's won the Owen. How are you going to insert Monet into the sort of like title match? Do you know what I mean?
No, it's not about inserting Mariah May because she's the one that's going to beat Tony Storm for the title. Like what you said earlier.
I kind of feel like I don't know if the fans will be happy with. Because, like, for example, if Jamie wins, right, then it's her sort of opportunity and chance to go for the title again, right? So she has to either lose or it's got to make sense for it to all of a sudden Mariah signs and you've got Mariah, Jamie, and Timeless Tony Storm facing one another. It just, I don't know, that doesn't make sense. It's a great match, but it just doesn't make sense for Mariah to all of a sudden insert herself into the match where Jamie's worked hard. She's gone through the tournament. She's won it. And same as Timeless Tony Storm, she's done all these sort of like, you know, challenges and all these matches. Now they got to face one another. So for Mariah to sort of insert herself into that match, it's going to be weird. To me, that doesn't make sense. Yeah, they can do it at the pay-per-view after. They can do something like that maybe. But I don't know.
Yeah, there's 2 ways I think they could explain that still wouldn't even be good explanations. Like,
or maybe
I guess
Mariah may cost Storm the title at All In to whoever she faces.
Could be. What I would say is if you really, really like wanted to force her into the match, just say she put them on the ropes and was like, look, I instantly want a title back and I'll sign right now. And this is the way for them to make it work. I mean, and these ain't good explanations I'm going to throw out there. I guess you could hang it on. She demanded to be in that match to re-sign. She is the glamour.
So you could do that.
That would be interesting.
Well, since Mariah losing, she hasn't got a rematch, right?
Yeah.
You can use that angle saying, look, I've signed a contract. I still haven't got my rematch. So this is where I'm going to sort of like do my rematch. Or
no, she did get a rematch. She lost the title at Grand Slam and then got a rematch at Revolution.
Oh, you're correct. You're correct.
Yeah.
So
her rematch is
about Revolution. That's right.
Yeah, you're 100%. Yeah, you're right. I completely forgot about that. Right. So another way you can do that is, I signed a contract. I demand Tony to give me another rematch, but she will cost Jamie the title at All In. And then sort of the next pay-per-view after that, Jamie can say, well, I want my rematch. So, okay, let's make it a 3-way then.
Yeah,
right? So you can play around with that, but it's got to make sense.
Yeah,
that's
you
true.
have to find a way to make it at least, most of it makes sense. You
Mhm.
don't want to just throw a dot out there. Unless, like I said, she's pulling a temper tantrum because she wants a title shot and she signed a contract, you gave it to her. I mean, would it be the first time you played himself getting bullied on TV now? So
That's true.
Yo, stop, man.
yeah, so that I guess it just how bad if that, like I said, if she demanded it, you could make it work. I don't think that works for smart fans, but I guess you could force it in there if you really wanted to.
Rationality does not exist in the world of
Yeah,
wrestling.
yeah.
Come on, what are you doing,
That's
man? Come on.
that's where that part
Reasoning doesn't exist. What are you talking about, man?
Ah, man.
you don't need it sometimes.
If me and Mike were talking about as far as adding matches on, Stampede just threw out. Mike Bailey just called out Okada.
Oh,
And then and here comes right now it gets better. Roosh comes out. Dax Bailey gives the cutthroat to Okada.
Triple threat. Yo,
Here we go. Here we go.
Roosh on the card. Put him
now
on the
I'm
card.
a big Roosh fan. I really want him to get his shot.
He's in my
I
top
really
10
like Roosh.
favorites right now, man.
No,
He needs to
Roosh is
stop getting in
definitely
trouble.
underrated, man. Definitely underrated.
He is. I love his in ring work, and his
Yeah.
promos are getting a lot better, and his personality's coming out. And I've noticed that I only watched him in AEW. When I heard about him in Ring of Honor, he's Ring of Honor champion. I went back and rewatched some of that, and he was great as a Ring of Honor champion too.
I'm a big fan of LFI as well, but if the rumors are true that they're causing problems, then I don't know, man. Like, do you give opportunities and title shots to people causing problems, or do you just leave them on the mid card type of thing?
We saw how that worked.
Big fan of them. Like that Dralistico and Hologram match was incredible, and Dralistico
that was amazing,
incredible the past few weeks he's been on. But again, do you give opportunities to people who are causing problems? Again, we don't know if they are actually causing problems. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, people just talk so much shit online that you just don't know what to do anymore. So if they are, then obviously I understand why they're sort of like not being used as much. But if they're not, then okay, they deserve those opportunities, because they do get injured a lot as well. So that could be a sort of factor into it. Like, do we sort of like push him into the title shot already if he's getting injured too much, or do we give him some time to sort of like, settle in first?
Yeah, I agree. I think personally, a lot of those rumors was probably untrue. For a few reasons. And it's just a guess. No sources or sources, but like they first, when we was here and he took liberties on Richard Holiday, and then we heard he took liberties on a security guard, and just kind of going off of how Tony typically plays real situations and how quick he is to really shelf you. Not, I don't mean like make you wait a couple of weeks. I mean really shelf you, right? A couple of times it went from he's suspended for beating someone up, and then when he was on TV a couple weeks later, they played into it and they brought it up, said, he's always getting in trouble. I'm just gonna take a guess that I think that maybe he was having a lot of visa issues for a while, and there's probably other reasons why he wasn't on TV. And I think AEW kind of clowned those rumors a little bit with the commentary of saying, he's always in trouble, and bringing the moments up. Because if he really put them through all that, I don't think we'd still see him on TV right now.
No,
I just don't personally.
I don't think so.
I think he's still one of the favorites. I think he's just kind of stuck where he's waiting his turn. But I don't believe he's giving them trouble right now. That's just my guess.
I agree with that. Absolutely. All right. Let me see. Jesse.
And I hope he's not.
Yo, for real.
Hope he's not either. I really like Roosh.
Yeah.
Roosh is really cool. I love his ring entrance gear. That bull. That is just freaking awesome.
Yeah,
I do like that.
That is amazing.
When people
But the whole Breakfast Club line, you mess with the bull, you get the horns. Like, come on, man.
The horn.
I like it.
Listen, it's a whole other delivery, Jess. That's not just.
hold on. It's the Hearns. You get the horns.
Yeah.
If you mess with the ball, you get the horns. That's how it is.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
And yo, that Breakfast Club is a classic, man.
It
Breakfast Club,
is. I'm just
it-
saying.
Yeah, I was just talking about that movie yesterday. I might really need to go back and watch it. The fact you brought it up today.
It is a
There
good,
you
it is a
go.
classic. That's a good
It's
movie.
It's
Calling
a
me.
great movie.
Yes,
a
it
good movie.
is.
All right, so since I missed that match, I didn't have it down on my bingo card. Let's jump right into it. Briscoe and Ricochet in a stretcher match. Yeah, I have time to think about this.
Cinema.
Ricochet is
Ricochet?
incredible as a heel. Fucking hell, I'm loving him right now.
Oh, Ricochet, he leaps and bounds wins this match. There's no way. No shade to Briscoe, man, but Ricochet wins this match, man. There's gonna be blood. People are gonna bleed, man. He's gonna mess Briscoe up.
You know what's weird? I would love for them to just swerve a little bit and have like Christian Cage cost Ricochet the match and have a feud between Ricochet and Christian Cage. That would be
Oh.
insane.
Fire.
They're not going to do this, by the way. This is just a random thought of mine. But
It'd be
how
nice, though.
amazing that rivalry would be between Ricochet and Christian Cage.
The war words would be nuts.
Oh god, the deep
Order of the year.
mic
Promos,
work
man.
from both of them on both. Oh my god.
The promos. That's what I'd be interested in seeing.
Shame on
Promo would be
anybody
fire.
that thought Ricochet couldn't cut a promo.
Sorry, John, I ruined your segment. Go ahead.
Oh please, no, this is what we're here for. Don't worry about it. No, it's all good, baby. I agree. No, that would be fire, man. I think that would be an awesome rivalry. But yeah, the promo work from both of them. I don't know who would cut deeper. Ricochet would go for blood, and Christian's like, "Yeah, I got something for you," and that's like, "Ooh."
Hey, Ricochet, how's your father?
Yo,
You know he's open.
Ricochet, let's see. What are some of the hits? He's gonna call him an ex-WWE guy. He's gonna call him like, could he get in TNA? What are some of the hits? He's just gonna go down the line for Christian.
He's gonna ask him how many times he tried the hair club for men.
Yo, oh stop, yo, come on.
It's all coming. It's all coming.
Bless you, Jesse.
Thank you.
Awesome. All right, so I got Briscoe.
What a weird match to have on a pay-per-view, though, right?
Yeah.
Stretching.
But again, like Mike said, Tony was looking, going, this is not long enough. No. We need something else on this card.
People are already complaining about this card and saying it's the weakest Double or Nothing card.
I was telling Jesse before some of you came in, this is a little softer to me. I do like the matches, but I think people are used to when it's all in. Double or no, they're used to the 15 card, like kind of.
But remember when people complained about Double or Nothing when the 4 pillars were sort of like main eventing? But that pay-per-view turned out to be such a good pay-per-view. It was underrated. So again, with the AEW cards, you always look at it and be like, is this going to be good? But then it turns out to be like really good because of the action and the wrestling and, the storytelling. So people just need to be patient. I don't get what's wrong with people nowadays. They just don't have no patience whatsoever.
Yeah. IWC just wants self-gratification. When it's not what they want, it's a crash out. It's like, come on, man. Like, let's go. I think me and Jesse say it all the time on all our post shows of all the pay-per-views. They never really put on a bad pay-per-view. They really don't. Like, you might be like, oh, there's never a bad pay-per-view.
It's still going to be better than Backlash.
Well, it's just like the John Moxley title right
all
now.
five of us can get in the backyard and put on some better matches than Backlash. Okay?
Everybody's been complaining about the Moxley title reign, but I mean, he's only been what? It's like 8 months now, 9. When we sat through 4 years of Roman, the other company. I mean, WWE. When Moxley may hold the title for a year, I see him losing it all in, but who knows? What if he does it?
Yeah.
I think there's a reason that
if he
there's
doesn't lose it all in, I mean, you thought the internet was bad now. I mean, everybody's going to be hating on it. I like the Moxley run. I like the Death Riders. They started growing. At first, I was kind of but they kind of grown on me. So I like it now that the addition of Gabe Kidd. I mean, if he's officially joined the group, but the way he's teasing online, Kidd's posted a few pics of him and Moxley. I think he's joined the Death Riders, and if so,
I have a question.
Gabe Kidd adding it would be great.
Mike, go ahead.
Quick question. Sorry to cut you off, bro. Has anyone heard an update since we heard his contract was expiring?
Who, Kidd?
Yeah.
Is it expiring with AEW or New Japan?
No, his New Japan contract. I know if it didn't already expire, it's about to. and I know that he might have signed with AEW.
Maybe.
Typically Tony will announce it after situations like that.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that I just haven't heard anything about it. Like, and if you Google like him being a free agent, y'all notice like maybe 3-4 months ago, everybody was talking that his contract's expiring. He might be already working on an expired contract. So the fact that he kind of debuted in AEW in a big form or a big fashion at the end, my
Mm-hmm.
guess is he put pen to paper.
Because I did not see that coming at all.
Well,
I
that's
did
his
not.
Dynamite debut. So he has been on Collision before.
Yes.
He has been on other shows, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, he wrestled too.
Yeah. So I kind of like this angle of Moxley. I don't get why people are hating on it. I think it's really great. The whole cryptic, not seeing the championship. It's kind of like the Riddler from DC Comics. You know,
Yeah.
you're kind of wondering like what he's up to, what he's doing,
Yes.
where the
Mhm.
title is,
Yep.
what the do you know what I mean? So
Riddler's my favorite Batman villain.
yeah, I kind of like that. So, and I think TK is doing this for a reason. There's got to be someone big that's taking it off him. So if it's not Joe, if it's not Swerve, it's either got to be Hangman, it's got to be Kenny, it's got to be a returning Bryan Danielson, or it's got to be Eddie Kingston, right? It's got to be one of these four because it's got to mean something. So who has Marks pissed off so much that it's got to be Bryan or Eddie, right?
Eddie.
And then maybe Eddie
Man,
or
I miss
Bryan.
Eddie.
For
I
me,
can't wait for Eddie to come back.
yeah,
Him and
in a
Eddie. Oh my
in
God,
a
that would
perfect-
slap.
Yeah, for sure. In a perfect world, for me, I would say Bryan Danielson, right? Comes back, does something at this pay-per-view, and at All In, he takes it off him. Then he can sort of like run with it until he's ready to sort of pass it on to Hangman or Swerve or Kenny or whatever. And in an ideal world, I would love to see Bryan beat Moxley and then Kenny beat Bryan for the title. Because if you remember when Kenny was champion, they had Bryan's debut. So why can't Bryan have his final match against Kenny?
Ooh.
So that would be
Full circle.
interesting as well.
But will Danielson have another title run? Because the way he's been talking on interviews and online, it's like he's done. He has no
Yeah,
desire
but
to
he's
come
going to say
back.
that, right? He's not going to give away the stories that he's been planning. If he has any stories, by the way, I'm not saying he has, but
True.
if he has anything planned with TK, he's not going to announce it. He's not going to come out and say, "Yeah,
no.
I'm going to do this." So he did say he'll be at All in Texas. So
Especially if it's a surprise.
yeah, exactly. So is it going to be a big surprise at this Double or Nothing where he returns and sort of does something to Moxley and he sort of leads into few weeks until All In, and then obviously at All In takes the championship off him. For me, I think that would be a perfect storytelling, right? It just comes full circle, and then you can have Bryan as a champion for however long, and Kenny beat him, and then maybe Hangman can beat Kenny again, and then Kenny can sort of like be like, you know what? I've lost to Hangman twice. I need this title back. I can't keep losing to Hangman. Again, see, there's multiple like branches there that you can sort of play with, but yeah, I don't know.
Man, I'm gonna be at All in Texas if Eddie or Bryan Danielson going to return. I'm gonna go nuts.
Obviously, don't take my dream scenarios into account because we don't know what's happening. But
He's
I love it.
I think Blog is right though. There's only one other person that I probably would come to mind that I think maybe has a story, which is Dobby.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I mean, it's got to be one of those guys, and it's funny because not only is Danielson kind of hinting that he's done, and like Blog said, that could be complete storyline, but Kingston's saying the same thing. Kingston's saying he's done. He don't see no point in back AEW.
Yeah, I saw that.
But
I don't know, man.
I know he's lying. Like Bryan Danielson.
He's gonna pop up.
Yeah, Bryan Danielson could be actually telling you the truth.
Man, imagine if Eddie Kingston comes back and he has a complete body transformation. He's just jacked.
Just jacked up.
With some banged up knees.
This is why he's been out the whole time. He recovered, and now he's just on, working on himself, and he just comes back and he's shredded.
He doesn't look jacked, but he is sort of training with Cesar Bonaro, whatever his name is. Who's that guy? I forgot his name. He was part of the Wingman.
I've seen a pic. He does look better. But
Yeah,
he's
he's
not
much
like-
better, of course, but he's not shredded. But
Yeah.
regardless, if he comes back, that's great. But you can't spell all in without Darby Allin, right?
That's true.
Hey.
But it
Which,
would
if he
be
comes back, I'm going.
it
to
would
put
be
that-
weird for Darby to beat Moxley, though. Come on, like Joe couldn't do it, Swerve couldn't do it, all these people couldn't do it, and then Darby
Darby just comes in and just wallops them. Like, come on, man. Like,
exactly. It's going to
I-
piss a lot of people off. So I don't know.
Said the same thing. I would have rather have seen Darby with the Death Riders as champion being protected by Moxley, because it would have made more sense than believing that he's gonna, come in there. And his matches are different. Like, there's other small guys like Rey Mysterio. When they'd go against the big guys, they'd get like trashed the whole
But that's
time.
Rey Mysterio, bro.
And no,
Yeah.
but what I'm saying, but listen what I'm saying. They'd get trashed and they sneak a win at the end.
Yeah, for
Darby
sure.
like goes in there and bangs 50-50, like
he doesn't care.
it's but
Yeah.
it's just not really believable. You know
He
what I'm
really
saying?
goes all in.
So that's
Legit.
why I brought up Mysterio. Mysterio never went in with Big Show or Kevin Nash and went toe to toe with them for 25 minutes now.
Now he
That's
snuck
not
that
how-
code drag 619, dropped it 1, 2, 3. Like, whoop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
If
saying?
if Moxley is sort of building the Death Riders group, let's not forget Jack Perry, because he had a backstage segment with him saying, "Look, you're a good lad," and all this stuff, and he clearly sees something in Jack Perry, right? And he's off TV, he's not been with the Elite, he's not shown anything, he's not tweeted, he's not done anything. So could he sort of align himself with Moxley as well and probably come out and say, look, I'm kind of pissed off that I was treated by TK like this, pissed off that I was treated by the Elite like this. I'm great young talent, I'm the pillar, whatever. And then Moxley can say, yep, you're in the group, you're with me, you're going to do great things now. And then hopefully they can build on Jack Perry's sort of future and all that stuff. They've done great with Yuto as well. So,
Man, Jack Perry with the
we
Death
see
Riders
him.
would be great.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Look right in.
Imagine if
Right
he
in.
comes and helps Moxley win it all in.
Mm-hmm.
That's his other trick up his sleeve. Gabe Kidd helped him on Wednesday, and then Perry comes out and helps him in Texas.
Mox is just
I'd be
stacking
upset,
the deck, man.
especially if Hangman's in there. I mean, you see, wearing the shirt, I'd be upset.
Let's not also forget the Good Brothers as well. They've just recently returned in New Japan. They're again with the Elite. So could that mean, again, that's another thing Jack Perry could be pissed off about, saying, look, you kicked me to the curb. You haven't called me or whatever. And all of a sudden your best buds are free agents. Now you're going to side with them, That could also be another storyline where the Elite, Okada, and obviously, Young Bucks, Okada, and the Good Brothers become the new Elite. And then you've got the Death Riders on the other side. And then, let's also not forget Cedric Alexander in the mix as well. He might also join the Hurt Syndicate and all this stuff. So there's so much going on. So much could be happening at this pay-per-view that people are forgetting about. Obviously, not everything might happen, but it's good to sort of keep that in the back of the mind.
And that's one of the best things too with the cards. I think we were talking about AEW. Might not be this is what it is. There's so much around it where we can sit here and talk for probably 5 hours, but everything that could happen if you start calling it back and just peeling back, reading the breadcrumbs from where it started. And that's, I think, kind of the trademark of what AEW does now. A lot of people crapped on them for a long time. There's no storytelling. There's a lot now. They're calling back to a lot of things that they set up a while back, and now it's all coming to fruition, which is awesome. The matches make that much more.
Which I kept telling people just to be patient.
Nobody's patient.
Nobody's
I saw
patient.
someone
They wanna
online.
see
I
it
saw someone.
now.
I'd say this is the worst Double or Nothing card ever. I'm like, bro, what? You haven't even watched it yet. You gotta watch it.
Give it time to cook.
Dynasty. They were hating on. I seen people were saying the same thing about Backlash last week. I'm like, really? And then look what Backlash turned out to.
People can't. It's like people have the patience level is on an all-time 0 right now.
It's the gratification.
It's like people
The crash out.
Worst generation ever.
Go ahead.
got 10 seconds to concentrate and the rest of it's to complain.
It's and the crash out is just, and then it's just attack everybody. You don't. It's just, oh my god, it's wild, man. It's so wild. I don't.
They just find reason to complain, find reason to find something wrong. He could be the best pay-per-view, best all-in, or best whatever, and then they'll just find something to point out.
And then even when the guy you want to win wins, it wasn't the way I wanted him to win. Get the
Oh, yeah.
get out of here, bro.
Exactly.
Come on, man. Get out of here.
Oh, no, that's how I wanted him to win.
Could
It's
I
always
throw
something.
one little tidbit what I want to happen with this
Go ahead.
angle? And y'all might have seen it online. And obviously there's like they would have to put together a bunch of layers for this. But I've been begging for that Bullet Club Civil War. I
Dude,
feel like New Japan and AEW, I don't know why they're ducking it. It's like that's you're built off Bullet Club, and Bullet Club is your biggest faction ever. You guys are together and you don't want to embrace this. Something's going on there. Now, what I want to see is this, right?
What's going on?
I wouldn't mind if you tell me, and I'm not saying that they put any of these pieces in place at all. Maybe they have, maybe they haven't, right? This is just what I would like to see. I would like to see that, and I know they've had a few rivalries in the past, so they'd have to work out that, but War Dogs and Death Riders just both be under the same faction of Bullet Club with the Young Bucks. Meaning they've been working for the Young Bucks.
That is.
Are Anderson and Gallows in New Japan right now?
Yep. And now here's the thing.
I was wondering where they went.
You take Gallows and Anderson, you put them with Kenny, Hangman, Jay White, Kenta. Bro, I mean, I could give you a bunch of them now. Yeah. Now, what you need to do is give us what we want. Give us what we want. Tell me that Moxley been working for the Bullet Club this whole time.
That's one thing. That's one thing that it baffles me that Kenta still hasn't been on any Forbidden Door pay-per-views. Like, what is happening? Like, I don't get it. How is he not part of the Forbidden Door card? It just makes no sense. But what you said in regards to Bullet Club, does WWE have some sort of rights over Bullet Club logo or whatever? Or no?
No, they did a club. They got their own twist to it.
Yeah, but don't they sell the merchandise and stuff like that?
Well, no,
they got the club.
They got favorite of it.
TNA,
the OG
TNA
club,
has rights
and they
to
got the
it
club.
along with New Japan. TNA does.
Oh yeah,
TNA is the umbrella of WWE now. So I guess maybe there are some reasons to why they still haven't pulled the trigger on that.
Now, if WWE is looking to partner with New Japan or purchase them,
that's never going to happen.
That's a whole other bag of work.
That's gonna happen.
I don't think it'll ever happen. I think partnering with them, maybe, but
never done.
I don't think they'll even partner.
I think so.
Japanese people are very loyal, so like especially Tanahashi is very loyal to TK as well, right? So that is not going to happen unless God forbid something happens between TK and Tanahashi, and then maybe. But I don't think that will happen. But yeah, I mean, when they started Bullet Club Gold in AEW, I was like, there you go, that's the start. You can have Bullet Club Gold versus Bullet Club OGs, right? But unfortunately, it didn't happen, which sucks. I mean, where the hell is the Guns? Like, you brought them back to feud with the Hurt Syndicate, and then all of a sudden they disappeared.
They're all fucking hurt.
Yeah, I mean, they're back. They came back, and then unless they got hurt again, they're back. They wrestled a few matches. Yeah,
they're not starting to get behind the Guns because I like the Guns. I think they're good.
The Guns is awesome.
They didn't even explain why they wasn't with Jay White at the time. And I know Juice is hurt.
Well, the reason
Jay White.
Sorry, Jesse, go ahead.
Yeah, Jay White's hurt too for sure.
Jay White's hurt too now.
Yeah,
maybe that's why they're holding up because Jay White's hurt.
But that's dumb, bro. Like they're trying to sort of like bring back the passion of the tag team and all that stuff, right? But what is happening? So they're part of the tag team. They're not even on ROH. Like if you're not going to use them, at least put them on ROH, right? Get them to sort of like get fit, have that matching ring stuff and all that stuff, get the dust off them or whatever, and then sort of bring them back up when they're ready, right? Because that's how they should use ROH. People should go down, build their characters, improve whatever, and then slowly come up. Like it's just simple as that. I don't get why they don't do that.
I'll take a guess, and you let me know if I'm right, because I know when they came back, they fought the Hurt Syndicate. So you would assume, even after defeat, obviously, that they was gonna continue to be utilized. Have they re-signed?
I don't think it's a contract issue. I think they already signed anyway, right? They are there, but it's just, again, just like so many other people. Like, for example, we could give you a list of like loads of people that are not being used. They're signed, but they're just not. There's nothing for them. Like Ty Mello, she returned in New Japan in Stardom, sorry, and she still hasn't been on AEW TV.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Ruby Soho, I heard she's ready to come back, but again, there's nothing for her yet. Anna Jay just recently just came back, right? So you've got all these people, and you're thinking, like, why is Nyla Rose is not even being used? Yuka's not even being used. Riho, obviously, visa issues or whatever, but so many incredible people signed to the company, and they're not even on ROH. Like,
And Nyla Rose was getting a good push there for a minute, a couple years ago. And then...
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Nyla Rose's feud with Athena on ROH was incredible.
Mm-hmm.
After that, nothing happened. Same as Layla Hirsch. Then she just didn't get signed. And I was just like, what is going on here? What is happening? Like, you've got Diamante that's not hardly being used. Like, she I don't know, they teased a little bit with Athena and Billy to be part of the faction or whatever. And then now all of a sudden, nothing. Taya and Diona, like, what is going on?
I don't know. Now that you got this new women's pure championship, you could totally use them in that title.
I still don't get why we don't have an AEW women's tag titles. I really don't get it.
I don't either.
There's so many women.
All the belts to create. That was the two. Those were the two to make.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's
like,
the complete circle.
Yeah, I've been saying this for a long time. A tag titles for the women's division that works and represents AEW and ROH. So then you can have teams on ROH, you can have teams on AEW. They can compete and they can fight for this title. Right?
Yes.
They had definitely have enough women on the roster to do that with.
Absolutely.
Well, not
the
only
women's
that, they
roster is
they got enough
established
women tag teams. Like, it's not just the women; they got several women that are paired together.
Well, I mean, this is the weird part, right? During the pandemic, they did a tournament for the women's division, right? And they did it where it represented AEW and Japanese wrestlers and ROH wrestlers. And then all of a sudden, that was the last one. They've not even done anything since then. They haven't even done a women's battle royal since I think it was All Out 2021. Like,
it's been that long?
Yeah, literally. I did a tweet about it saying, look, Tony Khan, this is time now. It's been a long time since we've had one.
Oh, yeah.
You can even, they did the first women's casino gauntlet match, right? And then since then, nothing happened for the women. Like, what is going on? Like, there's so many incredible ladies on the roster, and it's just not being utilized the way it should. Like,
the consistency with them.
Some of the storytellings, I feel like it's kind of like WWE, where they pick like 5, 6, 7 people, and they're like, right, every week it's got to be about these people.
Yeah.
And it's instead of like, for example, I don't know, for a month, maybe concentrate on 7, and then the next month you can concentrate on another 7. And then so on and so on. And then you can sort of slowly build these into one another. And you can have these ladies sort of feeding between each other, same as the men. But it's just, I don't know, to be honest. We're not the writers. We're not the bookers. We can get angry about it. We can talk about it. But again, it's got to change because it's just one ladies match on a Dynamite or Collision. It's just not enough anymore. You can't have one ladies match and then have 15 ladies segments.
And what about all ladies?
One of the matches or a couple of the segments.
Somebody's got to do it.
Women's matches. I mean, I do respect the effort of getting more women on TV, but I think at this point, 2 women's matches per show is like
the minimum.
Yeah, minimum. Like,
I mean, on Collision, like a couple of weeks ago, they had 3.
3, yeah.
And then after that, went to 1. And then
you've got January and February. Well, January you've got now. From now on, it's going to be Kingdom Dynasty or Dynasty Kingdom or whatever it's called, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be that. You've got February open. Why don't you just do a pay-per-view for the ladies?
There you go.
The best of AEW, the best of ROH, the best of CMLL, the best of Stardom. Put them all into one and have a females pay-per-view. It's just. As easy as that. Why can't you do that? I don't get it.
That'd be awesome.
I agree.
Guys, if it was all perfect science, none of us would have jobs. So,
Right?
So real quick, let me
Just
go around real
speaking
quick.
too much facts, man. Go ahead.
Yeah.
We
Let me
went on
go
a
around
long
real
rabbit
quick.
trail.
I think
I apologize. I talk a lot. My bad.
No, it's all good, babe. No, listen, don't worry about it. It's all like I said. If there was a time limit, I would have had a little timer at the bottom, and we don't do that here. Yeah, no. So
Stop doing that, John.
Buzzer. Press the buzzer.
you guys are out of control. No, so listen, real quick, we'll go around Briscoe because it's not. I mean, it's a gimmick match. I'm not going to put too much.
Ricochet done. That's the win.
Ricochet, Jesse, what do you think?
Ricochet.
Mike,
Ricochet.
Aaron,
I'm gonna go opposite with y'all. I'm going with them boy Mark Briscoe.
boys.
Reach for the sky, boy.
Didn't Briscoe beat him a couple weeks ago? Clean.
Thanks. Yeah.
Think
Yeah.
so.
Collision.
Yep.
That's that because I thought about picking Briscoe, but I just didn't
That was
think
it.
he beat him twice.
I need my boy Mark Briscoe get a single title. I mean, come on. International, Continental, TNT, something.
I don't care. Something. Give it to him.
I mean, Mark Briscoe, he's earned it.
Oh yeah, listen,
Agreed. Tenfold.
I'd never be mad at Briscoe winning. So
I mean, he might not want it. He might just doing it, having fun, doing what he's doing, having fun. But I would like to see him get a single. I mean, heck, I'd like to see an AEW World Title. And shoot, that'd be awesome. I mean, Mark Briscoe, he's over with the crowd. He's got great matches. His promos are great. I mean, I would like to see some kind of singles title.
I agree.
I agree. And like you said, he's earned that, man. He definitely deserves it. If
Oh,
nothing
yeah.
Let's go, John. What's next?
We got Heart Syndicate, Sons of Texas, tag team titles. Again, I think this is why people are saying these about the matches. Like, I can't see the Heart Syndicate not keeping these belts. I can see my boy MJF getting involved, though. He's trying to hurt people.
Yeah.
Or maybe no, actually, no. I'm just gonna stick with MJF. Actually, I'll see what you guys have to say. I'll stick with just MJF for now. See if you guys all have another name to throw out there, which I'm sure someone does. But I think this is gonna be I think it's gonna be a very 1-2-ish kind of thing. Dustin's not gonna just roll over. He's gonna fight to the damn death of him. MJF probably kind of puts the one to put him under, seeing as MJF is kind of that legend killer guy that he's been doing when he came back before getting back into the stuff with the Hurt Syndicate. So, Hurt Syndicate gets a win. They retain their titles. Aaron, I'll start with you.
I'm going to go opposite. I'm going with my boys, Sons of Texas.
Woo!
I love Dustin Rhodes. I love Sammy Guevara.
I need a
Honestly,
siren alert when this happens.
is what I would like to see next week. Let's have title for title. ROH tag titles, AEW tag titles, all on the line. It's double or nothing. So let's throw both of them on the line, and the winner walks out double tag team champions.
Ooh.
Steamer.
Okay. Damn, fire right now. I need to have emojis on the screen. I gotta work with this. We gotta work on these predictions.
saying.
I gotta work on this. Mike, what are your thoughts?
I'm gonna give you a curveball. When is MJF's ceremony getting into the Hurt Syndicate? Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Yeah.
The
Wednesday.
pay-per-view Sunday?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say that Cedric spoils MJF's inauguration.
That's the name I was waiting for.
Don't get in the Hurt Syndicate, and he cost them the titles at the pay-per-view. And I'm gonna go with the Sons of Texas due to MJF, which is gonna lead to MJF versus Lashley. Let's get him out that tag division, anyways.
How mad would people be if the Sons of Texas won?
Oh, so I don't even know if
I'd
Maddie.
be happy.
Yeah, I think people might like it. Like, yeah, they might be happy. Shit.
Before
Dustin's a
Dustin Rhodes
legend.
retires,
Lashley has greener
That's
pastures
what has
in
to
it
happen,
for
though.
him.
He's got to go out with the
How
double.
many titles does a 56-year-old man need? He's got
But
the
that's-
triggers of ROH.
Dustin can still go, though.
Keep
Dustin
stepping,
can
baby.
still
Keep
go.
stepping.
It's not about Dustin right now. It's about Lashley getting maybe one last title shot. We need to get him out the tag division.
That's right. Lashley for world belt. That's right. Jesse knows I'm all about that.
That's
Bobby
it.
needs
I
him.
agree. I agree, Blog.
You go, baby. All right. Awesome. Well, all
So
right.
how
Wow.
many titles does he need, man? His family has enough right now.
I was going to say, if anyone is to cost the Hurt Syndicate, the title would be MJF. So it kind of links into what everyone is saying. So if Cedric does sort of appear on Wednesday, then yeah, that's a good idea for him to sort of MJF to sort of cost him the title, and then maybe introduce his new faction at the pay-per-view where they all attack the Hurt Syndicate. So
Who's the new faction?
So I would like to see him bringing back his old boys that he used to work with in
Yes.
W. So Alex Hammerstone and Richard Holiday. Now, I'm
Not
not sure about
right now, man.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
sure
he's
about
a
Richard,
Hammerstone.
whether he's actually signed to MLW or whether he can sort of like it. I'm not sure if he's a free agent, but I know Alex Hammerstone is.
Stampede,
So
let me know. Where's he signed to?
I think it will be good to have MJF, Alex Hammerstone, and Wardlow. So you could have
I miss
Wardlow.
my boy Wardlow. I miss him.
Yeah,
Yo,
so
I miss him
could
dearly,
be
man.
this could be a good faction that could actually face off against the Hurt Syndicate. Because if you sort of like put them in a ring,
Lashley
Cedric
versus
and
Wardlow, baby.
MJF, yeah, Cedric and MJF could be a great matchup. And then you've got Bobby Lashley and Wardlow, and then you got Sheldon and Alex. So that kind of sort of, if that could happen, I don't know.
I agree.
Hammerstone will not be joining AEW. Well, there you go. I don't
Oh,
know.
there you go. Well,
I mean,
you heard it here first.
Is it
I've spoke
confirmed?
to Alex
Is it
myself.
confirmed?
I've spoke to Alex myself. He's open to it, but I don't know if this is. I don't know if he's changed his mind or things have changed. I'm not sure. So
Yeah, the Hammerstone?
He's like
yeah, I speak to him.
AEW too.
That's
If
awesome.
you speak to him, we'll talk after.
I speak lucky. Well, I'm quite lucky. I speak to a lot of people, a lot of wrestlers, and all that stuff. So they're nice people. They're all good individuals, and they're all very polite and respectful.
Oh, yeah.
And whatever we talk about, I don't really discuss. But you know, he has said before he's open to it. We'll see what happens. You know, we'll see what doors open, type of thing. He has said these things, but again, it's totally up to him. It's his life. You know, he has to do what's best for him, right?
Yeah, I agree. But I second that though. I've been privileged in doing this, like getting to talk to wrestlers and of like ones I never thought I'd talk to. And yeah, they're amazing individuals, man. They really are. I haven't come across a bad one yet. I'm sure it's out there. I'm waiting for the first one. I'm waiting to get like big timed or some shit like that. But for the most part, they're all amazing. I know Jesse can speak
I
to
can
that.
name one, but
Okay, Jesse. Oh, Jesse.
Uh-oh. Name
Jesse-
dropping.
No, don't name it. Drop it. Jesse, your thoughts on the Hurt Syndicate and the,
Jesse, first initial and last initial.
Oh, Jesus.
shit.
Probably.
What were we? It went in and out of my ADHD head.
I got one, but I'm not going to say it. I think we can all talk about after the year. I can tell you.
JC.
JC.
That's
Oh,
mine
so the
too.
first initial J, and then obviously from his surname C, right?
Yeah, no, that's the yeah.
I think I know who that is, but
This
let's
name
just
sounds kind of familiar. Like it's like floating around recently, huh?
Anyway, Mike. So
Anyway,
possibly,
Anyway.
possibly. Jesse, your thoughts on the Hurt Syndicate and Sons of Texas?
well, unfortunately, as much as I would like to see my boy Sammy G win the titles, I do not think the Sons of Texas are going to get over this Hurt Syndicate in this match. I am fucking thrilled that Sammy Guevara is going to be on a fucking AEW pay-per-view.
All time.
Because this is the first time in forever that boy has been on a damn pay-per-view, let alone on Dynamite last week for the first time in fucking forever. So I'm just really happy to see Sammy back up on the main card.
I can agree.
But
Wasn't
I
he-
don't think they win.
Wasn't his last pay-per-view double or nothing where the pillars sort of like main eventers, right?
No, I think he's been in one since then, but since
I think he was on 0 Hour though, right?
Since Mercedes came in, we haven't seen much of him.
Yeah.
Coincidence? I don't think so. But
To be honest, I don't agree with all that stuff. I think that's nonsense. Surely they're adults, right? Surely they've sort of sorted everything out. I don't think that's an issue. I think people just make a big thing out of it. But I don't know. You never know, do you? We don't know what's going on behind the scenes.
it was just a funny coincidence.
Yeah.
But I definitely think this Hurt Syndicate are taking this one. They're too on fire right now. They've got the crowds. They've got the people.
People.
They've got.
People.
If they do lose it, it's because, like you said, something happens at MJF's initiation or contract signing into the Hurt Syndicate, and then he costs them. That's the only way I could see them losing, is if something happens with MJF and MJF causes it to happen.
Yeah, if MJF don't help them, this is gonna be the real stretcher match.
Mm-hmm.
Yo.
Like, Hurt Syndicate would hurt them.
Yeah.
So that's just basically how I see it going down. It's only one way or the other.
Oh shit. No word of a lie though. Jesus. All right, so let's get to probably I'm going to say one of these is going to main event. Maybe they co-main event them both. I don't know, but we'll start with the women's. Jamie Hayter, Mercedes Moné for the women's winner gets a title shot. All in. Aaron, I got really excited when you said Hayter because I if you watch these prediction shows, I do them with folks, a lot of some gents and some ladies, and I'm always like, listen, this is the time. And then someone said something like 2 months ago, Mike, it might have been you or might have been I think our last show we did with AEW. I can't pick against Mercedes until the first L comes. And everything in me tells me it's Jamie because everyone's going to pick Mercedes. Moné's the sexy pick. I can't pick against her because maybe this is the time. Maybe I need to pick her and she takes her first L. And then maybe I'll just be just as happy because I didn't get the pick anyway. But it's the prediction show. I gotta take Mercedes because until she takes the first L, then it's a questionable of maybe I don't know how far Tony's gonna push her with this. Yeah. And it's to the moon, to Mars, Venus, all of them. And I think she gets the All-In and she's going into All-In for the women's championship. So that's my pick. But I'll kick it up to you guys. Counterpoint to that, Aaron, I'll go with you.
I got a bold prediction here. I think it's going to be Hayter going to win. But it's going to be due to Athena costing her the match, and it'll set up Athena versus Moné for the TBS championship.
In Texas.
In Texas. That's what my prediction is going to be. Although I would like Hayter just to win clean, but I really think Athena, because we haven't seen her since the loss. So they could do some kind of angle that she took some time to reflect or think and, whatever. And then she goes and costs Moné the match, and then we'll see the TBS championship on the line at All in Texas with Athena and Moné. Because you could do Moné and Storm, but I mean, what other women's match can you do? A big draw anyway. Exactly. And then I could see Athena winning in her hometown the TBS championship, and then probably dropping the Ring of Honor women's title, either just dropping it, or what I'd like to see is her dropping it to Billie Starkz, which would put her over.
Part of me is like, if Mercedes does win it though, and then maybe the swerve of all of it is Tony retains. And like everyone's like, oh, Mercedes climbed this whole mountain. Get out of here. Boom. Storm's like, no, sorry, get out of here. Sorry, get out. And everyone's like, no way. That's kind of my hope, but I like yours as well. Mr. Anonymous, your thoughts on the match?
Yeah, I think I gave an early prediction, didn't I, earlier on?
I think we all did a little bit.
Yeah, so I think I kind of like that Athena angle as well. That makes sense because they sort of revisit it. I completely forgot about that, to be honest, but that's a good shout. But again, I'd love to see Hayter win. And like I said, you could sort of debut Tekla here and sort of like cost Mercedes the match. And that could be it. And then maybe you could have Tekla versus Athena for a rematch for her title. Yeah. And then finally Athena loses the title. Then she will be featured on AEW TV more often. Then maybe go after the TBS title or maybe the world title. So you can sort of work around all these things, I guess. But Aaron's idea was great. I think Athena sort of facing Mercedes at All in Texas would make a lot of sense. Mm-hmm. And then Jamie and Tony, and that would be back. Yeah, but I wouldn't be mad if they debut Tekla here as well, or maybe after the match. I don't know. But I think I'd love to see Jamie win, so I'm going to go with Jamie.
I think Tekla after the match. or Wednesday night. Because especially if there's some wild stuff going on, everyone tunes into the Dynamite after. So
Maybe, yeah, you could always do it because Dynamite's after pay-per-views kind of feels like Raw after a pay-per-view, right?
yeah,
Or Raw after WrestleMania, right? So you could maybe do a debut then, maybe, but that's if they want to do it that way.
Awesome, Mike. Your thoughts?
I like everybody's ideas here. I think Athena's. I seen Stampede jumped in and said we'll definitely see Athena this match. I agree. I think that Aaron nailed it. Dude, not only that, she's from the Texas area, right? Like Dallas or something.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yep.
So
She's from there.
yeah, I mean, it's probably the best. I mean, outside of how you feel about the Mariah May and Tony, like that Athena and Mariah, like I was there, like in the crowd when they wrestled. Like that match was crazy. So to run them back again, I mean, in her home state, I don't think it gets no better than that. But with that being said, I'm not gonna pick against Mercedes.
That's exactly what I did.
Can't do it. Hey, look, let me explain that, right?
It was like, gotcha.
I've started betting on Mayweather when he was like 12, 13 and 0, right? And I live or die with Mayweather. If I lost the bet with him right now, I wouldn't care because he gave me about 45 freebies, right? So it's just one of those things where it's like, look, I wouldn't mind seeing her lose. I think Hayter has the better story. I think it would be probably the bigger deal, especially how last time ended with her with her title shot with the injuries. It definitely, she left a lot of meat on the bone with that title run, right? So I think she's the bigger deal to go on and get this. I just won't do it. I'm not gonna pick against Mercedes. All shenanigans, everything aside, I'm just gonna pick Mercedes, and I'll gladly take the loss if it goes the other way.
Seriously, I'm the same way. Please, I'll take it. Let's go.
Yeah, I'll just accept it. I'm just gonna take it. I mean, send me the L. Throw me the Mayweather picture, throwing the L's at me. It's fine. But I'm gonna take Mercedes.
I feel you at every word of that. I feel that's exactly how I feel. I'm like putting the circle around and I'm like,
beat me up the day after. It is what it is.
Exactly. Yep. Jesse, what do you think? How's it going down for the ladies in the Owen?
Oh.
Jesse? She muted herself. Jesse? Uh-oh.
It's still muted.
Jesse?
We can't hear you, Jesse.
What's that? What's the Cody Rhodes meme? No, stop smiling, Jesse. We're talking like, what? Hello?
Oh, there you go.
There she is.
There we go.
Okay.
Woo! Okay.
Technical difficulties.
Anyway,
Go ahead, Jesse.
technical
Your thoughts
difficulties.
on the Hayter Mercedes match? Who's walking out?
I am going to go with Jamie Hayter in this situation. I think Jamie Hayter is the better pick. I think there's a bigger draw, honestly, to see Jamie Hayter versus Tony Storm at All In. So I am going to go with Jamie Hayter in this one.
Okay. Little mixed bag in the room. I like it. Trust me.
I think Jamie Hayter makes sense. Jamie Hayter makes sense because she lost to Tony at Full Gear, so
it's the better
it
story.
would just.
I totally agree. I'm so gun shy. Like I get the Mayweather effect. I'm picked against. I picked so many times to lose.
Run it back.
I'm like, maybe I pick her now, and maybe now she loses. Maybe it's just like the backwards effect.
I don't want to be the guy to pick against Mayweather and he still wins when I knew he was gonna win.
Yeah, plenty of those matches he lost. Don't get it twisted. Just because he got the dub, don't mean he got the dub. You know what I'm saying?
Hey. The check cleared. The deposit.
Oh, that's all that matters. That check cleared,
That's all
baby.
I care about.
For every time you picked him to lose, there's another 0 right at the end of that check. Awesome. And I think this is going to be the main event. And obviously, I think this is going to be a great match. I think it's going to be a barn burner between these two gents. Anytime Billy Goat Will is in that ring, he's amazing. And against the Hanger, against Adam Page, Cowboy shit, I think this match is going to be phenomenal. It's going to send everyone home happy. This was probably one of the hardest for me to pick because obviously I feel like how the women's go down is how the men is going to affect the men's, right? Obviously, right now, Mercedes is the hot favorite. I think in the match for the men's, yes, Page is there. We want him. Ospreay is the guy to look and go, this is his match. So it's really hard to think that all the both favorites are going to go over here and win their matches. So if I'm picking Mercedes in this one, I'm going to have to pick Adam Page to win the men's. Because honestly, I'll say it the same thing I said with Mercedes. My reasoning all this whole time in the Owen, he doesn't need it. Will does not need this belt. Is it a great accolade? Yes. He'd love to come on and brag about it. It's a great honor, obviously, for him to have that. I get that's more of an honor, and obviously the title match is cool too. But Will, for what it is, can win it next year, and Will can come out and he can get a title shot in 2 weeks if he wanted it. Really go for it and get a title shot. Will doesn't need this. This is vindication for Page. He gets this back now. No one can stop him. He gets his shot back at the title at All In. Adam Page walks out, gets the win. Is there nefarious? I want this match to be clean. In my heart, I want it to be a clean match. I don't want anything to be said. It's not fair to Will or Adam. It needs to be clean. Just leave it all on that damn mat. Put your arm over him, get a 3, and that's it. And shake hands and walk to the back. Like, I want it to be clean. Will it be? I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I have Adam Page walking out your men's Owen champion this year with a shot at All In. All right, so we'll start with Mr. Anonymous. What are your thoughts on the men's Owen? How's it looking to you?
Originally, I definitely wanted Hangman and Jamie Hayter to win. And I wouldn't be mad if, like, for example, at the beginning, I was like, it's either Jamie Hayter or Chris Statlander. But I would go with Hangman for sure. I mean, Ospreay is fantastic. Like, he's just phenomenal in the ring. And every match he's had in AEW has been absolutely outstanding. So, I don't know. I want Hangman to win, but I got a weird feeling they might put the Owen on for Will. Because if you have Hayter win and then Will win, then you'll have 2 British people sort of becoming Owen champions, right? So they might do that, but hopefully it's Hangman and Hayter, but we'll see.
All right, I like it. Aaron, what are your thoughts?
First off, I really love how this match is pretty much unpredictable. Like, you can say Will, you can say Hangman, but it's like a lot of people are saying Will because of what he's been saying lately, and he's basically, to me, he's the face of AEW, even though I love Hangman Adam Page. But I love how this can go either way. And if Will wins, no hard feelings. I still love it. But as you can see with the shirt I'm wearing, I'm gonna be wearing it all week. I'll be wearing it in the gym. I'm going with my Cowboy. He's been my favorite in AEW since the beginning. I really loved his first title reign, which to me, it got ruined by a lot of the whole Punk controversy.
Yeah.
And that put a stop on his momentum. Yes, did he start it? Yeah, but still the whole thing got put on a hold because of all that and the backstage drama. Tony wanting to put the belt on him. And to me, he just didn't get his fair title reign with all that. So I think this time it's that retribution and maybe even Tony giving back to Adam because of all of that. And Adam Page wins and then goes into All In Texas. And Cowboy in Texas, you got to have a win in Texas. You got to. And then we have Hangman winning the title. And then I would say we run it back with Will. And then a couple of pay-per-views later, then we'll see Will and Hangman for the AEW title down the road.
I
That's my
agree.
prediction.
I like that. That's good. That's a great way to set it up and go. Because I feel like, and I'm not saying it's going to be a 3 or 4 year run. When Will gets that belt, that is not going to be a 4, 5, 6 month run. That man's going to be champion for a while. I'm not saying something Roman Reigns.
Oh,
stupid.
yeah.
Nothing wild like some wild 15,000 days. He's going to be champion for probably over a year. Like
Will
he's going to
Ospreay's
carry that
basically their Roman Reigns.
No,
That's
for
who
real.
Will
I
Ospreay
agree with
is.
that. 110%. He's going to carry that. He's going to take it all over the damn world. Be on every dude. It's gonna. There's gonna be some when Will gets that belt, and it's gonna be awesome, awesome times for AEW. I can tell you that right. Good times are ahead for AEW with him getting that belt.
Their ratings skyrocketed this past Wednesday with 2 NBA playoff games and a hockey playoff game at that. Almost 700,000 views. I don't like getting in the ratings argument because to me, I mean, you got fans watching. That's what matters.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, when you see that number skyrocket, I was like, with basically 3 playoff games, 2 NBA and hockey. Imagine if there were no hockey games or hockey playoff games. Imagine. Just imagine.
I famously told Jess like about a month ago when they moved they start moving all in and WWE's moving their stuff. Don't move shit. Don't move shit. Get your ratings against WWE. And this proves exactly what I'm talking about. The ratings are going to start going up. And the fact that now WWE is like, oh, we're going to run some shit on the weekend. You're running. Go ahead. Now who's chasing who? Now who's chasing who? Who's scared now? This is what you want. This is what we all want. Whatever
maybe
you
the
want.
tide is shifting.
Aaron, I think you said something the other day, or maybe today. If you like WWE, watch it. You like AEW, watch it. You like both? Watch them. Nobody gives a shit. It's a buffet. Watch it all, baby. Just drink it in, man.
Every single day.
I don't need everything at the buffet. Just grab the things you like. That's it.
That's it. That's it, baby. I don't want to talk about ratings. I don't want to talk about just like, dude, you like it, go watch it. And I think the best thing for WWE and whatever power struggle you got going on with Paul and The Rock and Ari and that bullshit, that's probably gonna hurt them anyway. But whatever's going on, if they need to look over and go, shit, their streaming ratings are no fucking joke. Like on Max, they're killing right now.
Yeah.
What are we doing on Netflix? What? We're doing what? Step your game up. The only way it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
a lot of people don't believe the streaming one, but I mean, since it's gone to straight Max, I've been able to watch it because I don't have cable. I'm paying all that money.
You can watch it now because it's on Max?
Yeah, I've been watching every single week on Max because I don't have cable.
I watch on Max.
It's too much for.
Well, now I can watch it when it's actually on, rather than watching it 3 hours later. Because I, for some reason, get the California stream. I get the West Coast stream.
That's why.
So I get it super fucking late. So now that I've got Max, I get it on time.
Jesse, that's the only thing you want to be getting late. Mike, so your thoughts on as far as the men's the men's match for the Owen Will or Adam?
I'm gonna give you my prediction, but then I have a quick question, right? All right, I'm gonna go with. I think this definitely be the match of the night. I don't expect any interference. I think y'all get your wish. I think Hangman wins clean. I wouldn't. I mean, also like Aaron said, I wouldn't be blown out the seat if Ospreay won. So I think it's definitely unpredictable. I just believe Hangman has the better story. And the it's hard to say more momentum because Ospreay's like the face of the company right now, right? But I feel like he just has the more intriguing storyline, and he has the ace in the pocket with Swerve. So he also has the Kenny story. There's just a lot with Hangman right now you could do. The one thing why I believe it will have no interference, I believe they owe it to Owen to let somebody win this match clean. That's why I don't think we'll see. I think TK gets that type of stuff for the most part. So I don't think we'll see interference. Quick question. And I don't believe this is gonna happen, but I do have the question about it. On those pay-per-view matches, is there no limit? They go no limit on every match?
I don't think so.
I don't remember
I
them
don't think they're on the
announcing
time limit.
unless they make it one
It
or they
gets
need it to
announced
be.
by
Yeah.
Justin Roberts before each match.
Reason why is because I do think maybe there's a small chance here where this somehow can end up in, I don't think they'd end the main event in a DQ or something, but
You
I
want the
could
five
somehow
more minutes?
possibly see both of them going on to a triple threat. It just would be a
Ooh.
slippery slope how they would get there.
Well, I think if the bell run in that, I think you'd get the 5 more minutes chant, and I think then you might get like it took an extra 5 minutes for you to beat me, like that kind of thing, to kind of
Like,
give whoever loses that little
that's
bravado.
what I mean. I think there's a way to maybe do that.
Mhm.
But I think the best move for business is let Hangman get his time. I think Ospreay needs his moment. Doesn't need it because he's big out here now too. But
He's so up. He's so up, bro.
yeah, but I would give him his moment in a big crowd in the UK. That's just what I would do. So whether it's the Forbidden Door and
You calling AEW World Heavyweight win at Wembley?
yes, I am.
Book it. That's going
I
on short.
already
Book it. I'm putting that in the short.
already said it on my podcast, and you could fact check the episode. I said if next year is in Wembley, that's when Ospreay wins it. Like he wins
like
then. You can.
I like it.
He can wait a year. Like I think Ospreay could be the face of AEW this whole year with not one belt in his possession.
That's true.
Oh, absolutely. Oh my God.
Will is so over. He don't need a belt.
I think it would also make his chase. I think he might be the new best chaser. Like he's AEW's chaser. Like,
he definitely gets it better. If that's the case, he would definitely have it better than Rhodes. Like he'd definitely be a better chaser than Rhodes.
So that I think that's kind of the thing. Mm-hmm. If you give him the belt right now, and I'm not saying I'm not here for it, but I think it starts going the opposite way.
Mm-hmm. Let it cook. Let it cook.
Yeah, there you go. Let it cook. Baby. Let it cook.
You don't need it. He's fine right now. He's still got unfinished business. He can jump in with It's been a long day.
You give Hangman the belt, it's on fire. You give Ospreay the belt, Fletcher, I don't know what you're gonna do yet.
He's still got work with Fletcher to get back.
In my opinion, if you do wait and then you have that to where it builds up to a Wembley type pay-per-view or something, you that would draw, in my opinion, more ratings. People are like, oh, is he really going to win? Is he really going to win? Is it his time? Is it his time? Because he's so over. And so many wrestling fans love him. I think that would draw more ratings, more viewers, and more ticket sales. Like, man, we got to watch this.
Listen,
what you could do with Ospreay, you could have, because of all the rumors saying that they're going to sort of combine the Continental Championship with the International Championship, right? What you could do, you could have him win the C2 and then sort of like become the inaugural Continental International Champion, whatever they're going to call it. And then you can have him sort of like run as a champion. Yeah, run as a champion all the way till All In next year. And like Mob Squad was saying, you can have him win at All In London. And like Aaron said as well, you'll get more tickets sold because people will be like, oh shit, is he actually going to win? Is he going to win in his hometown? So you could do something like that, right? And then you can also have Mariah win at All In next year if she does resign. So you can have two British people winning in their own home country. And now, obviously,
that'd be awesome.
If Mariah does win, then
the double whammy.
Yeah, exactly. You could do something like that, right? Because that would technically, that's two of your biggest British wrestlers in your company, right? That you've signed, and probably two
winning at home.
Exactly, winning at home, and also two key players for your company that's going to be there for a long time. So you could sort of cash in at home and have it doing that. I just saw a comment saying Gabe Kidd and Will Ospreay at Forbidden Door.
Yeah.
That would be incredible as well. That'd
be an awesome
really
match.
interesting.
That would be an amazing match.
I would love that.
I definitely want Zack Sabre Jr. at Forbidden Door again.
Zack Sabre Jr. If
you
he
get that man on
AEW.
TV, I'm telling you, man, Zack Sabre. Oh God, dude, that dude is blessed. Like he is just.
I catch highlights in New Japan on YouTube. So I don't have the deal or whatever, but I've seen.
Stampede will jump into my streams at like 1 a.m. when I do the SmackDown Shakedown. He's just getting up. He's like, "Yeah, I got my popcorn ready. I'm about to watch the." I'm like, "Oh shit, okay, don't you? Yeah, let me know." Go seven. Like, he's asking, he's like, "You want to do a live stream?" I'm like, "I got to get up at 6, but if it wasn't 2 a.m. in my time,
Just
Right.
before we move on, like Mob Squad mentioned something about Hangman and Nigel and Xavier. Oh, that would be awesome. That's great. Love that. Mob Squad mentioned about Hangman and his branches and all these different storylines.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's also a great shout because if Hangman does win and become the champion, you've got sort of like, well, before he becomes a champion, you've got Hangman Kenny, you've got Hangman Swerve, you've got Hangman Bryan, you've got Hangman Moxley, you got all these people
MJF.
that Hangman, yeah, exactly, Hangman MJF. You got all these people that Hangman has had issues with, so you can sort of like run that branches forever, pretty much, until obviously the champion needs to get changed. So that's a good shout. Sorry, anyway, just thought I'd put that out there. And John, go ahead. Sorry, I know you want to move on. We've been on.
No, I mean we're at the end. It's all good. This is what we do. This is why I like doing this. Like Jesse knows. Like this is the reason I wanted to get like usually like I'm sure all of you. I mean, hopefully you guys have seen some of my stuff. I have like Jesse and me really do AEW stuff, and some other folks are kind of like maybe one side or the other. I wanted to get a full AEW panel, like really that are into the like really onto this side because this is what I wanted. Like I wanted the banter to be AEW stuff and not like the stuff I watch. I want like the AEW folks, and that's what I wanted here tonight. I think that's exactly what we got. Great points by all of you. And this was an awesome show. But yeah,
Kyle Fletcher as the TNT champion.
What happened?
I think Kyle Fletcher should be the TNT champion.
That's got to be
anybody
the next
but Adam Cole.
It has to be the next evolution of him.
I think Adam Cole's. I mean, what are they doing with Adam Cole? I'm so confused.
That's TNT. That title's cursed, man. Whoever gets that, it's like you just go into like oblivion. It's like
I genuinely thought
like DC gets it. He's like, I signed my contract. They're like, yo, here's the belt.
I mean, I love Adam Cole.
Make it look cool again. That's why.
It hasn't been a relevant thing.
You see these two belts more on my desk during shows than you do on regular TV. I'm like, come on, man.
It hasn't been a regular thing since Jack Perry had it. It's been stagnant and stale since Jack Perry had it.
Well, I mean, design, screw anything in WWE. That the belt design was disgusting. I love it.
And he showed him make it. That was fire.
Oh, it was tough. That was
Adam Copeland was TNT champion for how long? Can't remember. Was that a couple of months?
It was a couple of months.
If you don't remember, there you go.
No, but what I wanted to say though, his title run was actually quite fun because
his was good. He knows how to have a good time. I like.
Yeah, the open challenge was great. You had Matt Cardona, you had other people sort of challenging him. That was interesting. It was actually on TV, right, where it's supposed to be. But with Adam Cole right now, we haven't had one open challenge. We haven't had a title defense.
Nope.
We've not had any sort of matches with Adam Cole involved. He's not.
He did have one open challenge. He did. That was against Claudio. I think
but come on, like that's technically not. Well, I mean,
I'm just saying. Right. Now it's his only one, but I see your point.
I got a prediction.
Thing,
but Mike at the top. What do you got?
Adam Cole defends his title next week. They're announcing it late.
Against who?
I don't know.
Shocker, he's on 0 hour. Shocker, he's on 0 hour, guys. Sorry, you're gonna find it out tomorrow.
Open challenge coming.
Yeah, the open challenger will be.
It'll be on Collision though, because it's the TNT title, so they've got to have it on TNT.
But that's exactly the thing. You've got Collision every Saturday, but yet he's only featured once against Claudio.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What are we doing? Why is he still involved? And I understand that that's his group and they're involved with Roderick Strong and all that, but like you're the TNT champion. Like, why is he not being showcased on TV more often?
Yeah.
Why give him the belt?
He's
not going to defend it.
I thought the whole purpose of the TNT championship was to have it on TNT. Yep. And you have Collision now on TNT. Why isn't that like the main title?
It's not on either one now. It's not
on either one.
It's not on either. It's not featured.
TNT is on TNT and TBS is on TBS, but it's never been like that.
But that should be the thing for the TNT title. I mean,
I
have it
agree
on
with
both shows, but if it was the Collision, like at least every week we saw him, he didn't even got to put the title on the line. Just at least have some matches, but definitely put the title on the line. I mean, to me, that would be great to have it on Collision every single week. If you're not going to fit it on Dynamite, at least have
I
him on
agree.
Collision
Agree.
every
I
week.
agree. The TBS title should always be on Wednesday, Dynamite, and the TNT should always be on Collision.
That's
And
what
then the
it's
World Champion and the International and Continental can go on both shows.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I said it before when they did it. Obviously, we all know what happened with Phil and all this other stuff, but like it was very much a very soft brand split. And
Anyway, forget CM Junk. Let's go to your Anarchy
See
match.
his jump.
I love it. I love it.
Fucking Phil.
I do want to say, since the whole issue with Phil Brooks, CM Punk, that's where a lot of the ratings and stuff has dropped because the whole drama. Who do you believe? Honestly, in my opinion, everybody was at fault.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
it
yeah,
was also
absolutely.
Tony
Everybody
Khan for not putting a stop to the whole thing. Like, hey, cut
Tony's
it
too
out.
nice, though. Tony's too kind. That's the
I
problem.
know he is, but I mean, there's a point where you can't take your kindness for weakness. Like, hey, y'all cut this crap out because it's not looking good. That's what should
I
have
mean,
happened.
we all
But he
work
didn't want to
pieces.
offend his highest paying guy because I'm sure he was paying Punk a lot of money.
Just,
But
And
that
I'm
was
sure he didn't want to
also,
offend him.
if you're going to defend one person, it's going to offend loads of other people that have been with you for a long time, right? So you got to draw the line and say, look, I respect you. I pay you a lot. I'm a big fan. That's why I brought you to the company. That's why I was patient for 2 years. You know, you've come back after 7 years. Everyone's excited to see you here, but let's cut the bullshit.
yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
Stop messing around. Stop.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is business end of the day. Go out there, make money. Let's work together. Let's have a good time. But unfortunately, he did what he did at the press conference, which was so weird. As I was watching it,
That was cringeworthy. Cringeworthy press
Not
conference.
You saw
not
Tony
only
Khan
that,
next to
but
him. He's like,
I had this weird feeling in my stomach while I was watching it because it's like, what are you
Tony
doing
didn't
right
know
now?
what to do. He's like, oh,
Not only that, but to me, as somebody who's just watching, I didn't know whether it was just a shoot, whether it's an angle, whether it's real, whether it's fake. Like, I was just gobsmacked. I was like, what is he doing? What's he saying?
I was a very big detractor of Tony Khan, but like, you know, but he's put the phone down. The guy only tweets out about his shows. I think we talk about that. I think the man is learning on the fly. He's not a McMahon. Okay. He wasn't born into it. He doesn't have a guidance from anybody. Okay. He was a fan. He bought a company, learned some stuff from the EVPs, learned it from Cody, right? Tony's learning and he's doing a great job. That's why you see what you see now with the streaming service, the deals, the ratings are going up. The storylines are making sense. He's including more people now. The dude is it's on the job training for Tony Khan.
Yeah.
Like, it's easy to shit on him, say what you want about it, call him whatever nickname you want, whatever. But like, the guy's learning on the job, and every day, every week, every month, every pay-per-view, everything that goes on, he's going to get better. And that's the one thing that if you're WWE, you need to realize this man is going to start putting people around him that know what they're doing. And WWE's laying off a lot of people over in Stanford. They're going to need jobs. And there's this other big company down in Florida where the weather's a lot nicer. They're going to go work down there, and you'll figure it out. And then all of a sudden, Tony has, a creative team. Somebody learned how to write. Yeah, now you're in for it. And that's where the shit's going to hit the fan, and that's where someone up in Stanford's going to go, we underestimated this.
Yeah, don't fire the wrong person.
And this is my thing. A lot of people say a fan should own such and such. It's yes and no. It's a double-edged sword.
Yep.
But with Tony Khan, he really does listen to the fans. Unlike the other guy who basically said, "F y'all, I don't care about y'all's opinion. I'm going to do what I want."
Mm-hmm.
Tony Khan, we just saw it this past Wednesday. Mina came out with a totally different theme, and then there's some complaints online. He read it, and at the end of the match, her theme went back to normal. So he
saw that on Twitter. He had the exchange with somebody.
Said yep. He said yeah, I did.
You read that? Yeah, I did. Yeah.
There are some themes that you shouldn't mess with. Like, to me, Kenny Omega's battle cry, that is Honestly,
Oh,
that's
I
my favorite
fucking
theme.
hate that other
Jesse, calm
goddamn
down.
theme.
Oh
I
my
do
god,
too.
Jesse.
I fucking hate it. The
I love
goddamn
Battlecry.
Mortal Kombat shit that he's got coming out too. I'm like, what the fuck is this
Here's the
goddamn
crash
shit?
out, ladies and gentlemen. This is
I'm like,
awesome.
I am not into fucking Mortal Kombat. That's why I don't like fucking Speedball Mike Bailey's goddamn music. All right, don't get me started. I'm done.
Jesse.
I'm done.
Bartender.
I'm done.
Jesse, Mike Bailey's theme song is actually decent. Like the more you
decent.
listen to it, it does actually catch on. But I totally agree. Like Kenny's theme is great for New Japan.
Yeah.
It's great for Wrestle
Absolutely.
Kingdom and
Yes.
all that stuff. The
Yes.
big build, the big screen, the whole animated sort of screen that they have in Japan, that works great. But the battle cry is it's solid. Like, why do you need to change it? It's just perfect for AEW.
Honestly, that'd be like Shawn Michaels changing his thing.
Ew,
Like,
stop it.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
Watch your mouth.
I'm just saying. If
Yeah, the-
HBK ever changed the Sexy Boy theme and changed it to something else,
It'd be gross.
It'd
I mean,
be
he went
fucking
with
that
disgusting.
Yeah.
that's Kenny Omega's
The
theme.
wrestlers
Battle
have
Cry.
tried it and had to go back to reality and go back to their old song. I've seen it happen over the years a few times.
Yep.
No, see, I don't understand Speedball Mike Bailey, period.
Yeah,
Like-
see, yeah. She doesn't get the gimmick, guys.
I
tried-
don't get the gimmick
I watched
itself.
him in
Like,
TNA.
I'm just
I
like, this
watched-
guy's fucking irritating. Like, I am fucking annoyed. Like, why is this surf ninja motherfucker out
This
here
became an R-rated show.
taking over?
So his character is actually based on real life. So he did, I think he did martial arts and stuff like that,
He did, yeah.
boxing and stuff like that. So I think he's sort of built that into his character, where that's his gimmick, where he wrestles without shoes. He does, he uses martial arts and combat style sort of wrestling moves and stuff like that. But I totally get it. Some of his gear that he wears or the theme song, it might not catch on with everyone, but eventually, hopefully, people will understand him more as he sort of like gets his feet wet in AEW, right? Because he's, no one's seen him on TV before. He's always been on the independent side, so I think certain characters just need time.
He had a great run in TNA. His TNA run was amazing. I mean,
yeah, exactly. His TNA matches and his TNA run was great.
Yeah.
I mean, like another character that I loved, that I don't know why they changed. I loved Chris Statlander's alien gimmick.
Oh,
I love that. I don't get why they
I
changed.
missed that, man. I missed that.
Yeah, I'd love for her to go back to. I get that she's gone into sort of like a darker, more serious character, but you could have literally done that with the alien character. You could have had the alien character on the side where she's like, when she's happy and she's doing well, she's the alien character. But when she needs to reach the dark side, she'll then change the gimmick and go into that dark side. Same as Finn Balor, right? You've got the standard Finn and then you've got the dark side. So
even Alexa Bliss. I mean, you got Alexa Bliss, the goddess, and then you got
bro, this
so many
is
characters do stuff like that.
the playground.
Fiend version. So next Saturday is Saturday's main event, right?
Yes.
Anarchy?
Collision moved their show.
Oh man.
Now they're going to be on Thursday at 8.
Again?
Yep.
Oh man, I can't do that.
I'm not going to go down the road. I'm not going to. Why?
To
It's a
me
glorified
though,
house show.
I like it because with what WWE has lined up, you're going to have a lot of fans go tune in over there.
I mean,
I like it because now on Thursday,
I don't. I work on Fridays.
Now Wednesday and Thursday, you got Dynamite and Collision, and you can watch them both. I know it's back to back, but I honestly would like the move of Collision going to Thursday, in my opinion. It makes more sense.
No, TNA's coming for you.
Yo, on Sunday,
I would like
I didn't see AEW in 2 months. That Wednesday, Thursday thing don't work for me. It's like I felt like I was like taking boat trips in between to get to another AEW. Like, but
I work at the hospital, so I got to be up at 6 a.m. So if it's on Thursdays, I won't be able to watch it live. So Thursdays don't work for me. I've got Sundays and
but if you're gonna test the water and you want to get if you want to get a litmus test, throw it against Saturday Night Main Event. Don't go against Battleground. Don't go against the PLE. See what it gets against Saturday Night. Maybe you'll be surprised. Maybe you get a number and you're like, damn, that's not far off. Like, and they
Yeah.
had Logan Paul going for the championship.
I would prefer when you see someone, when you know, for example, just to take it kind of back to the Monday Night Wars.
Mhm.
Not sure if everybody here was old enough to watch it, but the thing is this,
Mhm.
Unfortunately, I'm old enough. Yeah.
it makes them
Okay.
wanna, and this is why I don't mind. Like, I'm not one of those people that complain when they jab each other. I don't mind
I
if
love it.
WWE throws their
It's
jabs.
fun.
I don't mind if AEW throws their jabs. Listen, it's a competitive sport. Do a competitive situation. Do what you got to do, right? So my thing is, when you see something's coming up on Saturday, pull out that pen and pad and figure out how you could do the best show to counteract what they're doing. Even if you got to take something they're doing to put in what you're doing. Like, I don't mind the wars. It's like, what did they say they was doing? All right, use that in your show. Find a way to counteract it to pull attention over. Like, competition is not bad unless you lay down.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you knew it was gonna be Logan and Jay 2 weeks ago, so you go, okay, shit. So instead of doing the cage match, you go, okay, we get Mox, Joe, throw someone else in, do this, make it wild. The sickos are gonna tune in. They're like, oh,
Yeah.
Mox is defending that belt against Joe, and like, what the? They're tuning
Yeah,
in.
when you
Do a
say
tag
Mox,
match with Gay
when you
Kid
say
and
Mox
Moxley versus Joe and
That's what I'm saying. You got plenty on that roster to throw in there and be like, hey, check this out. Oh, look, it's Okada doing this against in a gauntlet match and taking on this guy, and you're like, holy shit.
Yep.
Me and Mike are on the same page. You share a brain with that.
Yeah.
WWE does it far enough.
exchanging
Like
jabs.
WCW saw it. Like they go out. They're like, okay, our shit is like this day, 3 months from now. AEW can go. All right, well, we got 3 months. We can get that match going. Okay, we got.
Yeah, like,
We need to make it make sense. Like that's all I'm. Yeah, this sucks to see. I saw that. I went, ah. One day it'll happen, boys.
Right.
It'll happen. It'll happen.
We got what's the last one? Anarchy.
Anarchy Arena.
Anarchy
Is that
Arena.
official?
The elite. Yes.
Well, Jesse kind of gave it away at the beginning before you guys joined.
we knew.
I have a little birdie, and the little birdie.
He's not little at all.
things.
First of all, the elite.
Well, anyways,
he's not little in the least. The elite
No.
Death Riders taking on Omega, Swerve, and the Ops.
on the ops.
I don't even really care who wins this match. This match
Why
is
is the
gonna.
ops involved?
There will be blood.
There will be
Lots
this
of-
match. This is gonna be an amazing. I'm excited for the match. I think I had one name we talked about already. I think Jack Perry might come out here, maybe, and that might be he comes. Oh, he's gonna help the. Oh my god! And this is where the whole thing we go down the road of oh, I've been here. What's up? You would talk to your boys. You can't call me. I've been out here. What's up?
Yeah.
Like, I think Jack Perry makes an appearance on Sunday. That's just me.
It would be fun if they started the pay-per-view with that match.
Oh, no, you can't. That crowd would be too hot. You can't
Mhm.
get back. You can't get back there, especially if you got something planned. Maybe like second to last. Well, I don't know. It depends on what they're going to do in the arena. They might have to have it last. Maybe they just.
I think they should start with that and then have Mark Briscoe and Ricochet after. Or you can do Mark Briscoe, Ricochet first, and then Anarchy, and then follow it up with Hangman and Ospreay to keep the momentum going. And then you can have Mercedes, Jamie. Then you can have the tag team. Then you can have Timeless, Tony Storm, and whatever, and then so on and so on.
Makes sense. Isaiah's got a good one. He thinks Hook shows up and helps the Elite and the Dark Riders win. Hook's been out for a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you think he's coming back? And he turns dark.
Well,
He doesn't
he had
help
a
Samoa. He
concussion.
doesn't help Joe.
I think he's coming back, but I think he remains with the ops.
Yeah, that's my thought. It's with the ops. That's my thought.
It's just there's nothing there to give him a reason. Like, I see your point with Jack Perry clearly. That's great.
Yeah.
But with Hook, there's just not enough. Like they didn't abandon him. He's injured, so he's out. He's healing. So when he comes back, he's gonna be part of the group. They might even help him win like a Ring of Honor title or TNT title. Maybe he'll be TNT champion to throw in Adam Cole.
No, you're right. Stampede, this is probably I totally didn't even mention the young ladies, but Swerve has a great Great point in reference to the song loop. If they're doing that angle of it, it has to be Swerve's song. Just
Right.
overly looping. It has to be Swerve's song.
I'll have Willow's song just re-looping.
I love Willow Steve, man. I love me some Willow, man. But it is awesome to see Marina and Willow in the match as well. I did like that. That's gonna be good. Those two can go. And Willow's crazy. She'll do whatever, man. She does not care.
Aaron, to counterpart what you said, they could have Jack Perry come in, right? And then if Hook does return, Hook has a history with Jack Perry. So then you can sort of like have them two sort of going at it between one another.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's
So I
run
guess
that back.
if I
That'd be
gotta
great.
pick one, I guess. This sucks. I don't know if they're gonna. I'm gonna go Elite Death Riders. Because someone comes back and assists that you didn't think. They're just gonna start buying the talent up. I think it's Elite Death Riders. Someone comes in that you don't think would help them and helps them out and they win. That's my pick.
If the Anarchy is the main event, then it's going to be chaotic at the end. I got a feeling there's going to be loads of people involved.
Oh yeah,
probably Jack Perry, probably Good Brothers. If TK wants the Good Brothers back, I don't know, because there were rumors online that he's not interested or whatever. I don't know.
Creepy 1 and Creepy 2.
A sour boy.
Yeah, I like that.
But yeah, I mean,
Mr. Don,
it's the main event. Something will happen.
Who do you got winning out of the two, though? Who do you got winning?
Well, I want Team AEW to win, right? But it's probably going to be Death Riders because their momentum's quite high and they're constantly winning. And I kind of like the fact that, you know, on this occasion, TK's not listening to the fans and is just going against the fans and just keep letting the Death Riders win to piss more people off. To eventually, hopefully, when it does, you know, when they do officially take their L, then it sort of pays off all the anger and all the issues that's happened before.
I agree with that. Awesome. Mike, what do you thought?
Hook versus Perry's like a treadmill going backwards.
I mean,
well, I didn't mean to book them. I meant like if they have Jack Perry sort of like show up and help Death Riders and Hook eventually does return, they could have that angle where Hook sort of goes after Perry for getting involved in the match type of thing.
Like just like a tip for tat.
Just to bring Hook back into the mix type of thing.
I agree with that. Awesome. Mike, your thoughts on Anarchy? Who's walking out?
I'll be
crawling out, if that matter. Who's
short and brief. I expect all types of interference.
Oh, so much stuff.
Not complaining. I'm not one of those guys.
I love it.
But I do expect all types of interference. So where Gabe Kidd's in the match, I mean, just War Dogs, you know, somebody else from New Japan. I'll just say a whole bunch of interference and the Death Riders leave again. Or the Bullet Club leave with the win. So
let it go, bro.
Yeah, I think
let it go, bro.
I think that's bad.
Just let it go.
Yeah, I can't let it go till the story ends. What if I'm right?
That's like me trying to tell John to let Bobby Lashley go.
Nah, baby, he's getting that goal. He's getting
AJ Styles contract look like right now.
He loves himself some Big Bob.
Yes, he does.
Let's go.
John does look like MJF.
Yeah, he definitely does.
No, we got an hour and 57 minutes into the show until someone said MJF looks like John Anthony.
Are you his stunt double?
It just got to once a show at least.
Are you, brother?
Have you guys seen on Twitter when I met him? Did you guys see that?
Yes.
That's
yeah,
fucking
awesome.
hilarious.
Yeah, that was the best thing. I didn't see a Punk shirt on. Get the fuck over.
God.
Take your picture. You go smile.
Oh,
Look at the camera,
CM Punk.
smile. Get the fuck
Take
out
a
of here.
fucking picture.
Thank you, Max. Thank you.
I love how Max
You
is
should have
just
told him that your
all the way
surname
around
was
in
Friedman.
character.
It was so funny.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, there's
Hi,
people.
Max. I'm John Friedman.
Yo,
I'm your long lost brother.
Well, you look at the pic and you're like, yo, you sure? Who's?
Wait.
I know you're from Long Island. Were you ever in Massachusetts? Like, did you? I'm from Brooklyn. I was born in Brooklyn. Did you ever go into the city? Like, what the?
When did you get married? When did you get married?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay. I was like, what?
Yeah. You sure you never met his mother?
Yo, but that's my wife said that the other day we were driving. She's like, "Wait, you were born in Brooklyn?" Yeah. She goes, "Well, isn't he from Long Island?" I went, "Oh, no. That's a good point."
Listen, man. That's
I
all
mean,
I'm
story
saying.
book
it's
it.
freaky.
The timeline might match up. How old is he? About what? 26?
He's 14 years younger than me. 14 or 13 or 14 years younger than me.
All right.
I just turned 40 though, 40 November.
It's,
So
it's
like,
questionable. It's
it's
questionable.
there. You could make it. We could book it the right way. It's okay. We could book it the right way. All I need is Christian case him up.
It's bookable.
Who's your guy's dad? Oh, Christian, come on, man.
Christian's everyone's daddy.
No, for real. Awesome. So, Mike, who you got? You got
Come out and say
you got the elite.
Friedman is a freaky.
Yeah, I'm going with the elite. I think
The elite.
it don't make any sense for them to lose this match. I don't think. I mean, you could just give the other team the win if you want, but I think keeping them strong is probably, and like,
especially with the EVPs with them too.
yeah, especially when there's madness. Like, I feel like this is when the Death Riders strive. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Yep.
you're gonna have 10 extra people. You're gonna have 5 aces up your sleeve. You already got more people in your group. That's probably gonna be the first people that run in. So they're probably gonna have 10 extras that interfere in this match. I just don't see them losing.
What if Pac returns? Is he fit enough to return?
Ooh, it's been a minute for Pac.
What
Yeah,
about Jay White?
Maybe.
he did get hurt like what 2 months ago.
They said Jay White was gonna be 6. They said only like 6 weeks. They said it would be a quick recovery.
Well, Jay and Juice, but Juice is ready to return as well, I think.
He's
So
definitely ready. Juice is just waiting to get like the
what
What
if
if he joins the
what if
Death
the
Riders?
whole
Gabe,
Bang Bang
Moxley,
gang
Juice?
Yeah, there you go. Let's push towards this Bullet Club angle. All of them.
why you gonna go and say that, bro?
Send them up. Where's Kenta?
Bullet Club Gold.
Kent doesn't know her.
That's one. That's another thing as well. They should have kept the name Bullet Club Gold. Bang Bang Gang is just so shit.
I've never said that name once. I still won't.
It just sounds bad.
What?
It's exactly.
Bank
Sounds
rate
disgusting.
It sounds like you went on like a porn site on accident.
Yo, shut
Right.
bro.
It's exactly what it fucking sounds
Like-
like. Something you'd see on fucking Pornhub.
Yeah, like I
Bang
don't
Gang.
like that name at all. I
Sounds
still call them Bullet Club Gold. That's just my preference.
same. I do that as well. People get
Yeah,
mad
it's
at
past
me
10
on.
o'clock.
Honey, I think I googled the wrong thing. Oh shit! Awesome, Aaron. What are your thoughts, man? Who's winning in the arena? Who's walking or crawling out?
I think it's really going to be as Mike said, that's going to be a chaotic. I mean, it is anarchy in the arena. There's going to be chaotic. Everybody's going to be everywhere. There's going to be buckets of blood. There's going to be interference after interference. I mean, there's no DQs. So, I mean, why not throw everybody in there? But I'm going to have to roll with my boy,
Of course,
John
you know.
Moxley and the Death Riders. I got to roll with them. Again, I'm a big Moxley fan. A lot of people give him a lot of negativity and criticism, and they don't like where this Death Riders thing is going. But I agree with Blog over there. I mean, when he does finally drop the title, it will be like Roman in the Bloodline when Cody wins the title. Everybody's gonna go nuts and be happy and we're free. So you think then John Moxley comes back and wins again and be a 5-time AEW World Champion. But yeah, I'm going Moxley
before
and
he
the Death
retires.
Riders. What's that?
He probably will be before he officially retires. He'll probably become like the first person to become like 5-time champion or something.
I honestly think he'll get to 7. I think 7.
7?
7 AEW World titles. Because he has like 2.5, 3 years on his contract, right?
Yeah, but also you got to take his age into consideration, his health, his well-being. You know, you got to take all that into consideration because, like Orange Cassidy and John Moxley are probably two of the people that hardly have had any time off. Right? Only recently we haven't seen OC, but these two have always been there. So surely they need some time off. They need time to recuperate and, you know, get their health together before sort of even thinking about winning another title. So you got, being real, you got to take that into consideration as well. But as a fan, yeah, it would be great for him to be the only person that probably has, like, you know, 6 wins or 7 wins or whatever.
2029.
2029. Ooh. Ooh.
Has Aaron's Wi-Fi just all of a sudden cut?
I think he took a 6-year.
Ooh.
Oh,
Wow.
it's frozen.
What'd you say?
Frozen.
Oh, Aaron.
Who's frozen?
Aaron.
Aaron.
Oh
Take
no.
Aaron.
Yo, come on, man.
Ron.
You've been waiting all night. She's been waiting 2 hours to say Aaron. I guarantee you. She's been waiting 2 hours and 3.5 minutes to be like, Aaron.
What a time to say it when he's not actually seen anything.
What do you say?
Right.
One more stupid name. I swear.
John Friedman, take it easy.
No way.
Friedman. Oh my God, John Friedman. That's the new one, huh?
Give his pick. Hopefully he gets it out, comes back in. Jesse, bring us home. Anarchy in the arena. Who's walking out? Who's winning? And how?
I am going against everybody, and I am going to go with Team AEW winning this one.
You slide devil.
I think Swerve.
Whose house?
Swerve's house. So I think Swerve is really going to be monumental in this win. And I think Swerve, the Ops, and Kenny Omega.
But if we talk about Team AEW, they haven't won any match against whoever they faced.
Right.
So this
It'd
one's
be
going to be
monumental for
interesting.
them.
For Swerve,
Yeah.
was it Blood and Guts last year, right? Where they did Team AEW and he lost, right? So could they actually take the win this time?
Team AEW is due for a win. And I know AEW blog, you asked why the Ops were in the match.
No,
and
sorry.
I think
I answered myself afterwards. I realized because it was in
the Samoa Joe.
Forget that question. Yeah, forget that question.
Yeah.
They were all in the ring, and Swerve said that, you know, we're going to challenge you to Anarchy. Yeah, I remember. Sorry.
We like Anarchy.
I thought it was something that maybe it was announced when I didn't see it or whatever, but then I realized actually they were all in the ring together when he said it. So yeah, my bad.
Awesome. All right. Well, Aaron hopefully comes in next couple minutes, but this has been awesome, man. Like I said, I wanted to put together an awesome panel. All of us have interacted along. Aaron and me for a while. Obviously, me and Mike. Me and AEW have been talking for a while as well. So it's just I want to put out a great show. Oh, wait, I just got a message. You cut out, mate. There you go. See what happens. All right.
Appreciate you and Jesse for having us on, though.
Yeah.
Huh? What was that?
I said I appreciate you and Jesse having us on.
No, absolutely, man. Like I said, like me and Jesse talk every Wednesday after Dynamite. We break it all down. Me and Mike talk. Obviously, Aaron. We all talk offline on obviously on X and on posts and stuff. So this has been awesome, and I think the PLE is going to be great. Obviously, the card is what it is, but I think Mike is right. We got at least 3 more matches.
Pay-per-view.
You know
we
it.
don't do PLE.
Oh, sorry, pay-per-view. I'm sorry. Oh, that's my Monday and Friday talking. I'm sorry. That's my pay-per-view.
They
Even
can't even
Swerve
get the
told
pay-per-views named the same no more. We gotta argue over that.
Right.
I kind of felt like Swerve telling Bubba Ray it's not a PLE, it's pay-per-view.
yeah.
But that's what me and Mike were talking. Like, I like that clap back. Like, this is what we call it. Don't do that PLE crap. This is pay-per-view.
I mean,
we're old school. We're OGs.
I mean, it is pay-per-view. I don't get where this premium live event crap came from. Like, why did they even change it to that? It's
the other 3 letters, VKM.
It's just so dumb.
Oh, dude, he does so many things, man.
Even premium live event sounds like a porn thing.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it
Like,
does.
it's just so stupid.
It sounds like it was made up in someone's dirty mind.
Yo, stop it.
Sounds like
VKM.
Okay, I'm back.
Hey, awesome.
That was y'all just all froze, and then
You froze,
You
mate.
froze.
Oh,
You
y'all
froze.
on my
We
end.
were frying.
On my end,
Bro, that's not you.
I was
man.
the only one moving.
Me.
We were still paddling. You were stuck. We were trying to figure out why your paddle stopped moving.
We were on fire and you just froze.
I mean, John was frozen like this, like throwing up the wand or something.
Oh wow.
I don't know what he was
That's
doing.
It was for taboo. It was
Yeah.
for taboo.
R.I.P.
With that being said, actually, I want to run something. I haven't done this before. I got put in here. Jesse, I don't know if you've used this on your show. I have something here. Obviously, no matter what we watch, obviously we all know who Sabu is. I had a chance to meet Sabu about 5 years ago. He signed my ECW championship. He was an awesome dude. We talked for like 5-10 minutes. Cool dude. It was during COVID. He had a mask on, but it was still chill. I have a 10-bell solo I want to play real quick if you guys are cool with that.
Absolutely.
Let's get it up here real quick. All right.
I'm totally cool with it. He's my favorite ECW.
The first time I've done this, so if it sucks, I'm sorry to anyone watching too. But yeah, this is for this is in memorandum of Sabu RIP. Awesome.
That was dope.
Yeah, man. It was. I woke up. I was like, "What? You got to be kidding me, man!" Like, damn, it's what so young too, man. So that man just was just so monumental and everything. Like hardcore was cool. He was cool. He was hardcore for cool was cool. Like it was just it was like I'm just gonna jump over these rings on a barbed wire and get it wrapped all over my skin. You guys heard the story about him putting the super glue on his arm. He said his boy out. And he's like, no, just get the super glue, not the medical stuff, just regular. And he's doing it and wrapping it up, like awesome stuff, man. But he will be missed.
Him and RVD's matches, oh boy.
Anything RVD and Sabu, oh
boy,
oh yeah,
God. Him and Funk, I think, had a good one too. They tore the house down, so that was cool too.
Sure.
Oh,
yeah,
my God. So
100%.
First watched Sabu at ECW when I was in WWE. But I went back and saw his old stuff.
Go watch the old stuff.
And I was like, 13 when I first saw it.
Yeah, he got a cool WrestleMania moment, which I appreciate VKM for. Like, at least he got him out there for Mania. That was cool. I like that.
Guys, just announced.
Nothing beats his ECW stuff.
I think they announced another match.
Yeah, they just announced for Dynamite Mina Shirakawa versus Julia Hart with Tony Storm on commentary.
Hey.
Okay, that'll be interesting. Nobody commentates like or has the one-liners like Tony Storm, so that should be interesting.
Yo, Stampede. Yo, I'm not even a Celtics fan, bro. I don't know who you might offend Mike. I don't know, but is any Celtics fan?
I'm not a Celtics fan either.
I'm a Mets fan. I got enough problems every year. You think I care about my teammates? Damn,
I don't even know what a fan I am no more. I was a Mavericks fan for 20 years, and they traded
number one pick, baby. Get back in. Tap in now.
Jump back in the pool, man. That's it.
Get in there now. Get in now, because if you get the hat, you're like, oh, draft pick. Yeah, let's go.
If they draft Cooper Flag, I'm totally back in.
You're good. You'll be all right. They basically went and made a rigged deal with the commissioner to get the number one pick and give up on Luka, I guess. I don't know.
I love Luka, though. That's my boy. He's been my boy.
I'm just joking, NBA.
Dirk Nowitzki got me into basketball. I've been a fan since.
Dirty Dirk! Yes!
Dirk had my boy for years. That's why I became a Mavs fan, became a basketball fan, and then Luka kept it going. And then when they traded him, I just didn't know what to think no more. I was like, you know what? We're just going to cheer for Luka and the Lakers. Here we go. That was my boy, man. And then now
I don't even watch basketball, but my favorite team is Toronto Raptors.
Hey, not a bad pick.
Raptors ain't bad. Yeah, they're a pretty good team.
I miss when they had Vince Carter and Tracy McGrady. They was definitely.
Oh, Jesse, wait a minute. You up there with the Nuggets?
Yep.
Ah, okay. Sorry.
They just pushed it to Game 7. And they
They
had to move the KD concert.
They put the altitude on the center court. Like, yeah, remember how high you are. Try breathing. Try breathing.
Remember. Try breathing now.
I still think the Thunder are taking.
How's your asthma feel running in this?
I wanted to be seasoned Thunder, and I had the Thunder going Thunder in 6. But obviously prayers up to man Jason Tatum. What a disgusting injury to get. He's out all of next year too, so that sucks, man. But
I think it'll be Thunder and the Knicks in the finals.
I swear to if the Knicks win the championship, bro, like come on, man. I can't take this as a Nets fan. Like, what am I doing? I'm about to go to Boston, man. I can't do it.
MJF will be
I'm
happy.
going Minnesota versus the Knicks.
Ooh. Okay.
It's sitting 4-1.
I still got beef with
resting.
Ant what he did with Luka last year. I mean, I like that Luka showed him on the court. I mean, that scene when he shot that 3 over his head and he was just like, "Don't ever try me" or something like that. I was like, "Oh boy, come on, Luka."
Awesome.
I mean,
think
I
it's been
love seeing that
guys,
side of
man.
Luka.
We got about 200 people in the chat. It's been up and down, and a lot of people on YouTube as well. So this is awesome for all of us, man. This is not going to be the first last time we do this. We're working on schedules, post shows, whole bunch of stuff coming up, all in, all out, all that good stuff. So, but before we get out of here, a couple first timers and stuff for everyone who watches me and doesn't know who you folks are. I'll start with the Mr. Anonymous, the mysterious one. Where can everyone find you over on socials and on X? Anything AEW?
Just on Twitter really, and Blue Sky, but I hardly use it. But it's all the same. It's at AEW_blog. That's it. That's me.
Awesome.
How is Blue Sky? I've never.
Again,
It's all right. I mean, I did use it at the beginning, but
it's like, oh.
Like a week. 1 week, everybody thought it was hot, and then I never heard about it again.
It's okay, but like it's much more cleaner and smoother than Twitter. If you want to sort of compare it, but I haven't got enough time anymore to be on social media. I don't use any social media. Like majority of my tweets are just either timed on the computer, so they just tweet out their own.
Yeah.
And majority of the time I'm at work. I work at the hospital. I'm a pharmacy manager, so it's a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication, and I'm not young anymore. I don't have the patience to be on every social media platform, So I mean, Twitter is the only thing I use really to engage with people, have a quick chat, have a little, browse around and whatever, and that's it. I don't know. I don't have the energy anymore.
Yeah, that's a yeoman's work field, and God bless you for doing that, man, because that's an awesome field. People got to be doing it. So thank you for that. Awesome. Awesome. All right, let's see. Well, let's go to the other newcomer, Aaron. Obviously, if everyone hasn't seen you, where can everyone find you on the socials?
You can find me on X /Twitter as well. You can find me on the TikTok, and you can find me also on YouTube. I'm a little bit more on X and TikTok, but I'm going to start pushing more YouTube content because I want to try and grow that too. But you can find me on all that. Aaron Loves Wrestling or A_L_W_W podcast on either one. And that's where you can find me. So I put a lot of my content out, especially on X.
Beautiful.
Yes,
awesome.
sir.
Thank you again, man. It's your first time. You guys killed it, both of you. This is awesome. Thank you for coming on. Made a great panel. Lots of energy and information. Mike, fellow asshole, man. Where can we find you, man? Where you at?
Hey,
Where can you find them?
Same thing at my fellow masshole. But at Mob Squad 508, all social medias. On YouTube, the Elite Mob podcast, but you could find it at Mob Squad 508. Same thing.
Which is a great podcast, by the way.
Thank you, my
Shout
brother.
out to the pod. Absolutely. Yep. Agreed. Second
Thank
that.
you, my brother. We trying to get on your level. That's what we trying to get. I mean, but thank you for having me. That's all my things are the same at Mob Squad 508.
Awesome.
Mike, I think you forgot to shout out who makes the thumbnails for your videos.
Oh yeah, and
hey, look at
AEW blog thumbnails. Nah, you come through me all the time, 1,000%. Whenever I need to figure something out, I'm in his DM.
My man looking like Mello right now.
Earned it though.
I'm flexing right now, but you can't see.
I love it. He's shredded too. Shredded.
No, man, I'm always happy to. I'm always happy to help everyone, man. It is what it is. We gotta work together, right?
That's it.
Yes.
Water brings up all the ships, boys and ladies. Speaking of ladies, the long tendered Jessie B, The yin to my yang. Jesse, where can everyone find you on the socials when it's not on Wednesdays?
At Jess Skywalker 10 on X or at JessieB1705 on TikTok. I got it.
She remembered it this
Yay, me!
Awesome.
I remembered my TikTok handle.
You guys laugh. Go watch Wednesday. She glitches out. It's
we're
funny.
serious. I glitch out all the time.
It's all right.
You think she froze, and you're like,
I have a TikTok.
I sit there and go,
with my handle.
you're like, did she freeze? 1507. I'm like, oh, there it is. There it is.
I actually forgot to mention. I actually have a YouTube as well.
Don't get it out there, man. Let them know.
It's I don't really post anything of me. It's just general AEW content. It's AEW_blog_clips. But yeah, I just share random AEW content and WWE stuff as well.
Awesome.
Nice.
I love it. And those of you who see my mug all the time, I'm doing it 7 days a week. Mondays on the Raw Rundown, Fridays on the SmackDown Shakedown, Wednesdays co-host for this young lady over here on the Lowdown. Thursdays are Talking TNA. Tomorrow night, tune in also on YouTube and X. Brooke Havoc, awesome independent wrestler, is going to be on talking with me and Jesse B. Some stuff in the pressure cooker. We could talk about that a little later on. But next week, Money in the Bank, everything. We're live every day next week.
Nice.
For Under Siege previews, Battleground, and obviously post shows of Double or Nothing. So, yeah, pretty much just God bless my wife and my kids. I live in front of this computer. So, with that being said, follow me, like, comment, subscribe. But if there's anything else you do tonight, if you watch this show the whole time for a whole 2.5 hours, hit the thumbs up button. Helps me out immensely. Lets YouTube know, hey, this guy's cool. All the people that are here gets us some algorithm. So that's kind of the point for all of us. So,
absolutely.
Yeah. So aside from that, go follow all these folks if you aren't already. Awesome content. Not the last time you'll see them on Chair Shot Sports, any kind of prediction show we do. Yeah. All right. For a lot of us, it's getting late. And for some of us, maybe it's just getting started. I don't know. But with that being said, I'd love and appreciate all of you for coming on. And it's definitely won't be the last time. So
Adios.
So for Mr. Mysterious, for Aaron, for Mike, and last but not least, Miss Jessie B, I'm John Anthony, guys. We'll talk to you later. Everybody enjoy Double or Nothing next week.